You don't hear.
Yeah, what was you trying to say?
I was saying you didn't not echo, dude.
Oh, nah, ain't no echo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the God Particle Podcast. Today is Sunday, March 8th, 2026, and I am TY. And be back to make it do what it do. You already know, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for tuning back in with us every week, whether live or after the fact. We appreciate it all, you know what I'm saying? And we had to break down some intriguing information, conspiracy theories, whatever you want to call it. The conspiracy theories, of course, have proved themselves to be real life, especially in these days and times. So I don't know. We should probably find a different name for that shit, but but it is what it is. So we just gonna keep on pushing the truth and pushing the boundaries. You know what I mean? Of what we are, why we are, who we are, all of that shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. As usual, the 7 to 7, the Sunday to Sunday. What was your last 7 days like?
My last 7 days has been good to me. Work's been good. I've been more hopeful. I said that's been good because it wasn't my not normal, but too aggressive, leading kind of noise. It's more of me leading from I'm coming, only doing what I kind of thing, and that's new for me. I took my emotion out of it. I can't control out of it.
Yeah.
That felt good for me this week. And then also it became a personal week in the week as well. And then at the end, got a chance to take a nice day trip. Overnight trip. That was good on both ends. My wife and inspiring, empowering. So my 7 to 7 is good, man. I'm ready for the next.
Yeah, indeed. As far as mine, my 7 to 7 has been pretty routine, especially as of lately. On the same routine, grinding it out. You know what I mean? It's definitely starting to see a lot of results and pretty quickly. You know what I mean? As far as getting to where I want to go, basically. I'm loving it. You know what I mean? I'm definitely busting my ass, but seeing the results is helping me. You know what I mean? Keep it moving, keep pushing through. You know what I'm saying? Even down to, you'd be surprised how even just like getting the things that you want, that things that you don't even need, but just the things that you want, that's fun to you. You know what I'm saying? Somehow buying these things, be like, oh, okay, yeah, let me keep on grinding, so you know what I mean? So I can afford whatever it is that, you know what I mean, my heart desires, and you know what I mean? So yeah, it's been a motivational 7 days of grinding it out and getting it in and handling my motherfucking business. You know what I mean? So yeah, good 7, last 7 for sure. You know what I mean? So today, the show we got for y'all is called Tricknosis. As like I said, as usual, Facebook doesn't have a thumbnail, but if you go to the YouTube right now, you'll see the thumbnail. The show is Tricknosis, about how basically we've been under a spell, under tricknology, being deceived by our government, our whatever, federal agents, whoever the fuck, you know what I mean? Whoever's behind the scene of this fucking mess that we in, especially with this shit going on right now across seas with the war and all of that bullshit, you know what I mean? So I figured it was a good topic to tap in on today when I was looking at the news and tapping into some things with some other people about, you know, how this shit probably not even true. Some people were saying that we actually losing the war, you know what I mean? But they putting it out there like they just regulating shit, you know what I mean? So that made me think of the title.
Okay.
Go ahead, you good.
Regarding that, I came across the guy Carlson. What's his first name?
Carlson.
Carson.
Billy Carson.
Billy Carson.
Yeah.
He had said a video. In the video, he was mentioning how on the planes and stuff over there.
Yeah.
He was saying that they weren't real. It was 3D that they did on the bricks.
Yeah.
So we used $50 million worth of material type shit to bomb bricks. And if that is true, laugh the stock of the fucking you know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. There's a couple people saying that. So the white dude that we played before, with the L mustache, when I was telling you he on some fuck the government shit, he was like, "Man, we're bombing paintings."
Hey, a lot of people saying.
A lot of people saying
though.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Come on, man. Shit is crazy. Mm-hmm. You know, the real allegedly they claim, you know, the real reason that they're over there, of course, has nothing to do with nothing that they talking about, and everything to do with some other shit, not even oil. You know what I'm saying? It said it ain't even about oil. Yeah, it ain't even about the oil. Yeah, allegedly, America has the largest oil reserve, so we don't need nobody else's fucking oil. You know what I mean? That's another some more trickery that they putting on us. You know what I'm saying? So really, it's a money grab, and they, you know, some people claiming it's portals over there, some people claiming it's a whole bunch of type of shit. You know what I mean? So it ain't about no oil for sure. You know what I mean? Allegedly, of course.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, but anyway, we gonna jump into it. We gonna get into all that. I don't even want to call it goodness or juiciness, all that bullshit. We'll get into all that bullshit later on. Yeah, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but let's jump it off as we always jump it off. Yeah, it's in the chicken. You know what I mean? You already know. Hold on, let me get my Facebook right first. Cause it ain't, so when messages pop up, I can see. Finally got a new fucking phone where I can fit my Facebook back on that motherfucker more space. I ain't gotta clear off apps and shit, cause I'm running out of space. You know what I mean? So yeah. Alright, but this week for In the Chicken, we have sodium phosphates and potassium phosphates, alright? And as promised, remember last week I said I was gonna start showing the chemicals like I showed the herbs and stuff. Yeah, so I did that. Ironically, of course, this week, as you can hear the name, sodium phosphates and potassium phosphates. So of course they look a lot alike. Yeah, you know I mean, but I even asked chat like, yo, should I even post this because they look a lot alike? But it was chat was like, yeah, because even though they look alike and both of them, you know, say phosphates, they still have different foods that they go into and different, you know, different types of effects and stuff. So posting it would still be beneficial. So all right, so let's get into it. It's in the chicken. All right.
The shit is in your food, it's in the motherfucking chicken. It's in the motherfucking chicken. The shit is in your food, it's in the motherfucking chicken. It's in the motherfucking chicken.
Yeah. It's in your food, it's in the motherfucking chicken. You already know. It's in everything. Alright, so to break down, let me make sure I got the right one first. Okay, that's potassium. Alright, so sodium phosphate is first. Alright, so there you go right there. Just like the herbs, right? All right, so sodium phosphate, the hidden additive. All right, let me pull it up real quick. Matter of fact, because I'm slipping. I don't even have my chat GPT pulled up. But my little button, boom, beam, boom, and there it is. Just like that. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Fire. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about though, but I got a little controller for my computer that I can put all my apps on. You know what I mean? If y'all see it, y'all know what it is. But anyway, Let me see. Harmful food ingredients. All right, and this week also I don't have a medication this week either. So we're gonna skip past the harmful medication this week. I think I went to the bottom of the list and we need to actually get more. But for whatever reason at the time I didn't ask for more. So we're just gonna skip it this week. All right, but let's get into it. Sodium phosphates. What they are. Sodium phosphates are a group of chemical salts derived from phosphoric acid. They are used in processing to preserve food, improve texture, increase water retention, stabilize ingredients, and boost flavor and control acidity, or the pH. They also help processed meat stay juicy and plump. Common forms. You may see these on the label as sodium phosphate, disodium phosphate, trisodium phosphate, monosodium phosphate, and sodium acid pyrophosphate. All belong to the phosphate additive family. I definitely seen a lot of disodium, even trisodium phosphate on, I can't remember on what, but I seen that, absolutely. Where they're found, sodium phosphates are extremely common in processed foods, processed meats and deli meats, ham, bacon, sausage, chicken nuggets, frozen chicken. They help meat hold extra water so it weighs more. Crazy. Processed cheese, American cheese, cheese slices, cheese sauces, cheese spreads. Phosphates keep the cheese smooth and prevent separation. Baked goods, pancake mixes, biscuits, muffins, baking powders. They help baked goods rise. Drinks, colas, dark sodas, some sports drinks, protein drinks used for acidity control and flavor. Instant foods, instant noodles, boxed macaroni, frozen meals. They improve texture and shelf life. Hidden names on labels. Look for sodium phosphate, disodium phosphate, trisodium phosphate, sodium acid, pyrophosphate, STPP, sodium tripolyphosphate, my bad. Sodium tripolyphosphate. There you go. They are often grouped under phosphates. Health concerns. Phosphorus is an essential mineral, but excess phosphate additives behave differently than natural phosphorus from food. Kidney damage risk. High intake of phosphate additives has been linked to kidney stress, worsening kidney disease, higher mortality risk in kidney patients. Processed phosphates are absorbed much more easily than natural phosphorus in whole foods. 2. Cardiovascular disease. High phosphate levels can contribute to arterial calcification, hardening of the arteries, hardening of the blood vessels, and increased risk of heart disease. This happens because excess phosphate combine with calcium and deposit in arteries. Bone health problems. Excess phosphate may disrupt calcium balance. This can contribute to bone mineral loss, increased fracture risk, and osteosporosis. That's what they say my daughter got. Yeah, after she broke her leg. Yeah, it said she had osteosporosis. I wonder if this could be a factor. Especially when calcium intake is low, and she hates milk. So do I. Even though, of course, that's not, now we know it's not the only and or highest form of calcium, the way to get calcium, you know what I mean? But at one point we thought it was. Hormone disruption. High phosphate intake can affect parathyroid hormone, vitamin D metabolism, and calcium regulation. This impacts bone and cardiovascular health. Inflammation and aging. Some studies suggest excess phosphates may increase inflammation, accelerate cellular aging, and affect metabolic health. These effects are still being studied but are a growing concern. Cancer risk. Sodium phosphates are not classified as carcinogens. However, chronic inflammation and metabolic stress can contribute to cancer risk indirectly. So the concern is systemic health impact, not direct tumor formation. Bans and restrictions. Sodium phosphates are allowed in the U.S., allowed in the EU, not broadly banned. However, many countries limit maximum amounts. Health organizations recommend reducing phosphate additives. The issue is overconsumption, not legality. Long-term effects of high intake. If someone frequently consumes processed meats, fast foods, frozen meals, sodas, processed cheese, which is most of the fucking world, or at least most of the United States, I should say. The possible long-term patterns would include kidney strain, cardiovascular calcification, bone density loss, hormonal imbalance, chronic inflammation. The biggest risk groups are people with kidney disease, older adults, and people with high processed food diets. Detox timeline. Reducing phosphate additives helps quickly. Days 1 through 7, reduce water retention, lower sodium load, improve digestion. Weeks 2 through 4, calcium balance improves, reduce inflammatory markers. Months 1 through 3, improve cardiovascular markers, lower phosphate levels in blood. Most benefits come from cutting processed foods. Safer alternatives. Choose foods with natural phosphorus instead of additives. Better options are fresh meats, fresh fish, eggs, whole grains, beans, and nuts. Natural phosphorus is absorbed more slowly and safely. Quick summary. Sodium phosphates are common preservatives and stabilizers. Increase phosphorus intake dramatically, linked to kidney disease and heart problems when consumed excessively. Not classified as carcinogens, most concerning in ultra-processed diets. Real world takeaways. Sodium phosphates are one of the most common hidden additives in the modern diet. They're not immediately toxic, but long-term overexposure can damage multiple systems. All right. So yeah, that's sodium phosphate, y'all. As you can see, oh yeah. And it's crazy. The phosphorus is in the plant world. I definitely remember buying a lot of organic phosphorus for the plants. It helps them thrive, and it's very good for them. You know what I'm saying? But as you can see, the United States takes what's actually good for us and creates a chemical out of it somehow. And you know what I mean? And then we eventually end up not even getting the what our bodies is intended to absorb from, from the phosphorus and stuff like that. They make it so we can't absorb it, and then we just get fucking sick. You know what I mean? But you know how it go, especially if you've been watching this show.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or just paying attention.
Yeah, pretty much. If you got common sense, even if you want to be like, fuck it, you know what I mean? I only got one life, but you know that shit is it's just not right. You know what I mean? Tastes good, but it ain't right. You know what I'm saying? All right. So let's get to the second one. I believe it is potassium phosphate. Yeah. So it kind of looks the same. It's in a lot of the same things, but a few differences. So let's break down potassium phosphate. All right, potassium phosphates, what they are. Potassium phosphates are salts made from phosphoric acid plus potassium. They're used in food processing to stabilize ingredients, control acidity, improve texture, preserve food, help powders dissolve, and increase water retention. They belong to the phosphate additive family, the same group as sodium phosphates. All right, common types. On ingredient labels, you may see monopotassium phosphate, dipotassium phosphate, or tripotassium phosphate. All fall under potassium phosphates. Where they're found. These additives appear most in processed foods and drinks that require stability and shelf life. Beverages, soft drinks, sport drinks, energy drinks, powder drink mixes, protein shakes. They help regulate acidity and prevent separation. Dairy and dairy alternatives is in processed cheese, cheese sauces, powdered milk, non-dairy creamers, plant-based milks. Is used to stabilize texture. So you thinking you're getting healthy plant-based milk, and they still throwing in a motherfucking potassium phosphates up in that joint. You know what I mean?
Right,
So,
one way or another.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I mean? Processed meats. Deli meat, sausages, chicken nuggets, frozen meat products. They help meat hold water and stay tender. Processed and instant foods, instant noodles, packaged soups, frozen meals, boxed macaroni dishes are used for texture and preservation. Hidden names on labels. That was the four that I just read, basically. Monopotassium, dipotassium, all that shit. Health concerns. Potassium itself is an essential mineral, but phosphate additives behave differently from natural sources. Kidney stress. Excess phosphate intake can increase kidney workload, worsen kidney disease, raise blood phosphate levels. People with kidney disease are especially sensitive to phosphate additives. Cardiovascular risk. High phosphate levels may lead to calcification of blood vessels, hardening of arteries, increased heart disease risk. This occurs when excess phosphate bonds with calcium in the bloodstream. Bone mineral imbalance. Too much phosphate relative to calcium can pull calcium from bones, increase risks of osteoporosis, and weaken bone density. This is especially problematic with diets high in processed foods. Hormonal disruption. High phosphate intake can affect parathyroid hormone, vitamin D metabolism, calcium balance. These hormones regulate bone and cardiovascular health, inflammation and metabolic stress. Number 5, inflammation and metabolic stress. Emerging research suggests that excess phosphate may contribute to chronic inflammation, metabolic syndrome, accelerated aging process. These effects are still being studied. Cancer risks. Potassium phosphates are not classified as carcinogens. However, chronic inflammation and metabolic stress can increase cancer risk indirectly. The bigger issue is system-wide effects from excess phosphate intake. Bans and restrictions allowed in the U.S., allowed in the European Union, not broadly banned. But maximum levels are regulated. Some health organizations recommend limiting phosphate additives. The concern is overconsumption, especially in processed diets. Long-term effect of high intake. A diet high in processed foods containing phosphate additives may contribute to kidney dysfunction, cardiovascular calcification, bone density loss, hormonal imbalance, chronic inflammation. People most at risk are those with kidney disease, older adults, people consuming large amounts of ultra-processed foods. Detox timeline, days 1 through 7, reduce water tension, lower sodium and phosphate load, improve digestion. Weeks 2 through 4, improve calcium balance, reduce inflammatory markers. Months 1 through 3, healthier cardiovascular and metabolic markers, improve mineral balance. Safer alternatives, fresh meat and fish, whole dairy products, whole grains, fresh fruits and vegetables, homemade meals. Natural phosphorus is whole foods is absorbed more slowly and regulated better by the body. All right, so a quick summary. Potassium phosphates are common stabilizers and preservatives. Increased phosphorus intake significantly can contribute to kidney, heart, and bone problems with heavy intake, not classified as carcinogens. Most concerning in diets high in ultra-processed foods. All right, so that's potassium phosphate. So they definitely is seeing a lot of the pattern and the issue is like a lot of the stuff is connected, especially with like with them. But a lot of people say how they broke up the family and stuff. You know what I mean, over time, which of course leads to less home cooked meals, more in and out, quick, fast food. Got to get something quick. You know what I mean? Daddy ain't here to help. Mommy ain't here. Whatever the case may be. Let's get something quick. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. To the rise of more fast food spots.
Oh yeah, me and my wife just on our way home today. It's not the first time we've seen it, but we brought it back up today.
Yeah.
Where like in the area where we gave away second time a grocery store, but it looks like consistent. I think put up a Dairy Queen, about to put up a Burger King, and it looked like they're putting up another fast food spot beside the Dairy Queen. Not sure if it's a fast food spot or not, but 9 times out of 10 it is. But it's surprising that they put up fucking Burger King. Surprising, not surprising. But they put a grocery store away from there. Even if you do a smaller mom and pop type of joint, it don't have to be a big change. I think it's like one back. Because when I'm on work meetings and shit like that, that area is like when it comes to food and all that, it's a desert back there, motherfucker. Yeah. And they're paying more attention right now to that area in particular. When it comes to food, but y'all decided to put a fucking Burger King. All the things that y'all could have put y'all money together to do or they meetings because franchise outside money, okay. But y'all could gave y'all need because y'all was needed. Because I know on my end that the people the organization with is going to the meetings for the better food or shit like that. But y'all denying the shit.
Yeah.
I guess stories don't sound good, money don't sound right, or whatever y'all read. And to put the phosphate in it, or the foods in a processed in it rather than stuff that'll benefit.
Hey, yo, your mic is fading in and out a lot too.
Mike, okay.
Yeah. A lot of your words
Jumped in and out.
faded out, yeah.
Okay. Is it kind of when I move or just when I talk right?
Well, I can't see you, so I don't know if you're moving or not.
Oh no, my bad. I'm still right now.
Yeah, it just definitely was in and out when you was just talking just now. So if you was moving, then that could be the reason.
Yeah. I was moving. I told.
Yeah. All right, so let me get this down over there.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much it for the inner chicken. You know what I mean? As usual, stay vigilant as possible about what's in your foods, what's in your drinks and your snacks and all of that.
For sure.
If you care about that type of stuff, some people don't. You know what I mean? But your choice, your life, for sure. All right, so jumping to the holistic health and wellness. Today we have for the herbs we got bladderwrack, and then we got kelp. Then I got 2 websites for y'all: Golden Poppy Herbs and Apothecary Shop. All right. And also I got something that I just found out about that's pretty interesting that we're gonna tap into after we finish those things.
Okay.
So this first joint, let me see which one I pull up. All right, kelp. So we're gonna jump into the kelp. Let me see. All right. Give me 1 second. That joint pulling up. All right, come on, motherfucker. All right, there it is. All right. So kelp, scientific name. Laminaria spp, most commonly Laminaria or japonica or Laminaria digitata. Category is a mineral-rich sea vegetable, thyroid support superfood, just like sea moss.
Okay.
Yeah. Origin: cold ocean waters worldwide, Pacific and Atlantic. Common names: kelp, kombu, or Japanese culinary is the kombu is the Japanese culinary name, or sea kelp. What exactly is it? Kelp is a large brown seaweed that grows in underwater forests along cold ocean coastlines. Some kelp species can grow over 100 feet long, making them among the largest algae on Earth. Historically, kelp has been used in traditional Asian medicine, Japanese and Korean cuisine, European herbalism, because kelp absorbs nutrients from seawater. It is considered one of the most mineral-dense foods on the planet. Key active compounds: iodine, one of the richest natural sources. It supports production of thyroid hormones, T3 and T4. Fucoidan, Fucoidan. It's a sulfate polysaccharide associated with immune modulation, anti-inflammatory effects, cellular protection. Alginate fiber. It helps support gut lining, bind heavy metals, and slow digestion of carbohydrates. Trace minerals. Kelp provides over 60 trace minerals, including magnesium, calcium, iron, zinc, selenium, and potassium. Why kelp is so nutrient dense? Sea vegetables absorb minerals directly from seawater. That means kelp contains a broad spectrum of trace elements rarely found in land plants. These minerals support hormone balance, nervous system function, enzyme activity, and cellular metabolism. Common forms and what they're best for. Whole dried kelp. That's used to cook it for soups, broths, and Asian dishes like kombu. Best for whole food mineral intake. Powder, added to smoothies, mineral drinks, and detox formulas. Capsules, standardized iodine intake, most common supplement form. Extracts, concentrated fucotin compounds, often used in immune or longevity protocols. Best ways to consume: cooking, the traditional kombu use. Add dried kelp to bone broth, soup, rice cooking water. It adds minerals and natural umami flavor. Powder, typical amount, 1/4 to a half teaspoon daily. Add it to your smoothies, broth, savory dishes. Capsules follow the label. Common range to be between 300 and 1,000 milligrams daily. Take it with food. What kelp is used for: thyroid support. Kelp provides natural iodine, which supports thyroid hormone production. Healthy thyroid hormones regulate metabolism, body temperature, energy production, and weight regulation. Metabolic health. Through iodine, minerals kelp may support healthy metabolic rate, energy levels, and fat metabolism. Gut and detox support. Alginate fibers may help bind heavy metals, support gut microbiome, and reduce toxin absorption. Cardiovascular health. Fucotin compounds may support healthy blood pressure, circulation, and reduce inflammation. Skin and hair health. The mineral content of kelp supports skin hydration, collagen support, and hair strength. This is why kelp is commonly used in spa and skincare treatments. Typical dosage range. Powder, 500 milligrams to 2 grams a day. Whole dry kelp, small amounts in cooking. Capsules, 300 to 1,000 milligrams a day. Because iodine intake matters, moderation is important. Where to buy: wild harvested or sustainably farmed, heavy metal tested, organic where possible, third-party lab verified. Trusted suppliers include Maine Coast Sea Vegetables, Eden Foods, Mountain Rose Herbs, Now Foods, and Star West Botanicals. Possible side effects and cautions. Because kelp contains high iodine, excessive intake can cause problems. Possible issues: thyroid imbalance, digestive upset, or metallic taste. Use caution if you have hypothyroidism. Take thyroid medication. If you're pregnant or breastfeeding, moderation is the key. Energetic action, traditional herbalism. Kelp is considered cooling, mineralizing, and detoxifying. Quick practical summary: extremely mineral-rich sea vegetable, natural iodine source for thyroid support, supports metabolism, gut health, and detox. Contains beneficial compounds like fucotin. Best used in moderate daily amounts. All right, so that's the kelp. I definitely heard of kelp before. And also definitely never had it or knew anybody who took it regularly or ate it regularly or nothing like that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of it.
You never heard of kelp for real?
Yeah, it's not ringing a bell to me.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I heard of kelp a long time ago. I thought actually when I first heard of it, I just, this is before I was thinking of any type of superfood type of shit. I just thought it was just another regular type of food. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That you add to some shit. So yeah, I ain't know nothing about the benefits or nothing like that. All right, so yeah, that's kelp. Definitely related to sea moss. Next one, bladderwrack. I heard of this too, but I've never seen it.
Yeah, I've heard of this one. I haven't seen cat within sea moss.
Okay. All right, so let's break it down. Scientific name, Fucus vesiculosus. Category: mineral-rich sea vegetable. So yeah, it's the same thing as another sea vegetable.
Okay.
So they all three related then: bladderwrack, sea moss, and kelp.
Okay.
Origin: North Atlantic Ocean, coastal Europe and North America. Common name is bladderwrack, rockweed, or black tang. What exactly is it? Bladderwrack is a brown seaweed that grows along rocky coastlines in the Atlantic Ocean. It gets its name from the small air-filled bladders along its fronds, which help it float towards sunlight underwater. Historically, it has been used in European herbal medicine, traditional coastal diets, early thyroid treatments. In the 1800s, it became famous as one of the first natural causes of iodine, which was discovered to support thyroid health. Because of this, bladderwrack became a classic herb for thyroid support, metabolism regulation, and mineral replenishment. Key active compounds. Bladderwrack is extremely mineral rich. It contains iodine, essential for thyroid hormone production, fucotin, a unique seaweed compound linked to anti-inflammatory effects, immune modulation, and cellular protection. Alginate fiber, which helps support gut health, binds toxins in digestion, slows carbohydrate absorption. Other nutrients include magnesium, calcium, potassium, iron, and trace minerals from seawater. Why seaweeds are unique. Unlike land plants, sea vegetables absorb minerals from ocean water. That means bladderwrack contains dozens of trace minerals, often including selenium, zinc, manganese, boron. These trace minerals support hormones, enzyme function, cellular metabolism. Common forms of what they're best for: dried whole seaweed, traditional urban decoctions, mineral tonic teas, powder. Put them in smoothies, mineral supplements, metabolic support. Capsules, consistent iodine dosing, thyroid protocols. Extracts, concentrated fucotin compounds, research-focused supplements. The best way to consume is mineral tea. Simmer 1 to 2 teaspoons of dry bladderwrack for 10 to 15 minutes. Drink 1 cup a day. Powder, quarter to a half teaspoon daily, added to your soup, smoothies, or broths. Capsules, follow label commonly 300 to 1,000 milligrams a day, is best taken with meals. What is bladderwrack used for? Thyroid support. Bladderwrack supports thyroid health because it provides natural iodine, which helps the thyroid produce hormones T3, T4. These hormones regulate metabolism, body temperature, and energy production. Metabolism and weight regulation. Because of its iodine and alginate fiber, bladderwrack has been traditionally used to support metabolic balance, healthy body weight, fat metabolism. Gut and digestive health. Alginate fiber may support gut lining, slow sugar absorption, promote beneficial bacteria. Anti-inflammatory and immune support. Fucotin compounds are studied for immune modulation, anti-inflammatory effects, cellular protection. Skin health. Bladderwrack is used in anti-aging skincare, mineral mask, skin hydration formulas. The minerals and antioxidants support skin elasticity and reduce oxidative stress. Typical dosage range: powder 500 milligrams to 2 grams a day, dried seaweed tea 1 to 2 teaspoons a day, capsules 300 to 1,000 milligrams a day. Because iodine intake matters, avoid excessive doses. Where to buy. Quality matters. Sustainably harvest. Look for sustainably harvest, tested for heavy metals, organic or wild crafted, third-party lab tested. Trusted suppliers include, once again, Maine Coast Sea Vegetables, Star West Botanicals, Mountain Rose Herbs, Now Foods, and Gaia Herbs, GAIA. Possible side effects and cautions. Because of iodine content, moderation is important. Possible side effects: thyroid imbalance if taken in excess, digestive upset, allergic reactions, which are rare. Use caution if you have hypothyroidism, if you take thyroid medication, if you are pregnant, or if you consume large amounts of other seaweeds. Always monitor iodine intake. All right. So yeah, if you're a heavy sea moss user and you decide to step to this too, you know what I mean, just stay focused.
Don't overdo it, but it can be overdone.
Yeah. All right. Energetic traditional action. In traditional European herbalism, bladderwrack is considered cooling, mineralizing, and metabolism supporting. So, quick practical summary: mineral-rich Atlantic seaweed is natural source of iodine, supports thyroid metabolism and gut health. Contains powerful seaweed compounds like fucoidan, and best used in moderate daily doses. All right, so yeah, that's the bladder rat, y'all. Take this thing. Yeah. So, hold on, let me change this back. Oh, matter of fact, yeah, before we get out of here, you about to step away or something?
No, I was just trying to see if there was like a value you might not understand. I'm trying to find out why the hell I got.
You got an echo in your ear?
Uh-huh.
Let me make sure my stuff right too. It should be. Okay, all right. Hold on. Yeah, my bad. That might be me. Try now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. 100% better.
All right, yeah, that's
Okay.
my bad. My fault.
Oh, you good.
I thought that shit was still on because I ain't messed with it since the last time we was on. So that shit is taking itself off now. Well, it ain't
Man, probably
saving.
don't save. Yeah.
I gotta check that shit every time. Yeah, so we gotta I don't know what that means though. But that's what we were just talking about the comments. There's a comment on Twitch. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to say, but just Nigtron. Okay.
We could take it positive. You know what I mean?
Right.
if I allow the other side of my brain to, you know what I mean, to come up with
I think he is trying to. I think he is dissing our pictures behind us.
Oh, okay, got you.
That's what it sounds like.
So
Yeah.
I allow that to kind of.
I'm
take
guessing
over.
though. I'm guessing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
That
But it's
sounds
all good, man. Peace and love, brother.
Right.
Peace in the Middle East.
Do your thing, chat.
All right. Shit, what was I about to go with? Oh yeah. We got the website. So I was about to move on to the next segment. We didn't do the website. All right, so the websites we got, like I said earlier, is Golden Poppy Herbs and Apothecary Shop. All right. So let's hold on, I gotta pull them up first. Yeah. All right, let me put the website up on the screen real quick. All right, go to poppyherbs.com. Let me share my screen real quick. And let me check out what they got. All right. So let's check them out a little bit. Online store. Well, let me see what they got about. Okay, about us. A couple botanical gold, whether you're seeking guidance to inspire your health, looking for all natural skin and body care, or are simply curious about herbs or essential oils, Golden Poppy Herbal Apothecary and Clinic is here to support your plant journey. We handcraft more than 600 products in our Fort Collins, Colorado shop using organic and wild-crafted ingredients. Our thoughtful processing methods keep waste to a minimum, helping us all tread lightly on our sacred home planet. We can also customize herbal formulas to fit your needs perfectly after having a consultation with one of our staff herbalists. We stock essential oils, body care, making ingredients, and bulk herbs for making our own botanical preparations at home, and host herb infused classes from identifying wild edibles to using plant-based dyes so you can feel empowered to do it yourself. All right. That's fine. They got bulk herbs. Let's check out some of their bulk herbs. All right. Couple bulk herbs here. Look like they sell these bulk herbs. Okay, yeah, they selling them by the ounce. and these are the prices per ounce. All right, so a bunch of stuff, of course. Birch bark. Wow, hey, that's yo, that's that came to my mind immediately. That's Dolphin Packs.
Which one?
Clean. What about the birch bark? The what she said? What about the crafted the something craft the birch bark or the Otrioska dolls? Something like that. Something like
I remember that
that.
scene.
Yeah, 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 yeah. This is wild crafted birch bark.
Yeah, I think when you click out of when you click on two, it
Oh,
goes
it
out.
left it.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. It went to a different page. Okay, hold on real quick. Let me see something. Yeah, it shouldn't have did that though. I don't know why I did that. Let me see. Hold on. Can you see it now?
No, right now it's on the About Us.
It's all about us still. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
So
at the
yeah.
top. Yeah.
So every time. All right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this page off and share the page that it clicks on once I click on the products.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why it's doing that, but
I remember doing it before.
yeah, definitely did it before. But ain't no issue. Just boom, share this joint right here. All right. So boom. I'm off of the it's on a different joint though. That's not the wholesale.
Okay.
This is oh no, this is both. I think yeah, okay. Ad products, both organic or wild crafted medicinal herbs. I got some mushroom superfood mix, $33 for a 3.5 ounce bag. 8 mushroom superfood, different type of teas. These books. Yeah, this look like a book.
Donald.
Yeah. Okay, program. Yeah. A scientifically based herbal and nutritional program to master stress, improve energy, prevent degenerative disease, and age gracefully explains how adaptogenic herbs work at the cellular level to enhance energy production and subdue the pro inflammatory state behind degenerative disease. Explores the author's custom adaptogenic blends for the immune system. Yeah, this is a book. $50 for this adaptogens in medical herbalism. That's definitely something that I'm gonna start doing as time goes on, filling my book collection with herbal books
Yeah.
similar to these. Yeah.
That's so good to have the things around.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
keep you sharp.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, hold on real quick. All right. Damn throat. All right. Scroll down. Let me see what else they got. Aftershave spray. Okay. Organic aloe vera juice, soothing relief for facial skin after you shave. Organic aloe vera juice, organic clary sage hydrosol, organic essential oils of cedarwood, cypress, and lavender. All right. But people will get irritated with the after the shaving.
Yeah.
That's different. Let's see what else. They got 91 pages. So yeah, they deep in the game.
Yeah,
But
I would
just
imagine so with the bulk shit, they can give out in bulk. You know, but they doing something.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely. But yeah, just a bunch of different stuff. Almond oil, allergy relief tea, allspice berries, books, ashwagandha root powder. Yeah, all types of stuff, man. I definitely suggest you get up on this website and check it out. Bath baby body butter. So body butters. They got classes and stuff, all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So definitely check out Golden Poppy. GoldenPoppyHerbs.com right there on your screen. too much to even go through. This is a whole bunch of shit. You know what I mean? So yeah, check them out. All right. The next one we got for y'all is apothecaryshop.com. Let me pull them up too, because I don't have them pulled up yet. Hold on. Apothecary Shop. What's that? What's the website? .net or .com? .com. Right.
Which right here, .com.
Yeah. All right, I found it. All right, let me share this page real quick. All right, so this is apothecaryshop.com. Web address at the bottom of the screen. Let's check them out, see what they got. See if it's about us. See what who they are. Discover the power of nature with the Apothecary Shop, your trusted source for premium quality essential oils and herbs. At the Apothecary Shop, we are passionate about harnessing the natural healing power of essential oils and herbs to help you lead a healthier, more vibrant life. As a trusted source of premium quality products, education, and safe usage guidance, we are proud to serve not only HCHS students and graduates. Not sure what school. Oh, okay, yeah. So they got their own school. But also a growing community of health conscious individuals and businesses. Whether you're seeking natural remedies for common ailments, looking to enhance your wellness routine, or interested in incorporating essential oils and herbs into your professional practice, the Apothecary Shop is here to support you every step of the way. Discover the roots of our passion for plants and their healing properties in this captivating message from our founder, Doreen Peterson. Growing up in the stunning South Island of New Zealand, our founder was steeped in the knowledge of plants and their powerful abilities. Her grandmother showed her how to identify wild berries, herbs, and mushrooms, and instilled in her a deep respect for the natural world. From brewing tonics to growing food in the backyard, her family's passion for plants grew, and so did hers. With a burning desire to share her knowledge and passion, she founded the American College of Healthcare Sciences, which is the ACHS, and the Apothecary Shop. Doreen Peterson has personally traveled the world to source the highest quality organic and pesticide-free herbs and essential oils. Today, we continue to be inspired by the remarkable resilience and adaptability of plants and their ability to heal ourselves and our planet. All right. So I know about the owners or the company itself. Let me see. Herb of the month, burdock root, organic burdock root. So I don't know if they selling the actual. Hold on, let me click on this. They're still on the page, right? Y'all can see what I'm looking at.
Yeah, and it's moving.
All right,
real time. Yeah.
All right, yeah. So this is the herb of the month. They got an herb of the month section. And it looks like I'm trying to see if they actually selling a plant, the seed, or what. Burdock root grows unruly and wild throughout the U.S., but it remains a significantly useful herb. Burdock root is supportive to many systems of the body. Quality assured as certified organic burdock root is sustainably sourced from China. This herb is certified organic by Oregon Tilth and grown without the use of genetic engineering, artificial fertilizers, or pesticides. Experts here at the Apothecary Shop personally evaluate every herb through taste, touch, and smell to ensure that you are receiving the best botanicals suitable for use. All right, so it still doesn't really say if it's a powder or just or what, but get 1 ounce of it for $7.53. Had a burdock root. We definitely went over the burdock root before, I'm pretty sure. And yeah. So let's check out some of the essential oils. They got a bunch of different oils, different names, so we have to click on them to see. Click on this carrot seed. Carrot seed CT Corotol essential oil cultivated. All right, so they're selling 5 milliliters of this for $13.75, or the 30 milliliter for $60. Oh, they out of stock of this. Okay, my bad. So I guess I shouldn't even read that. Let's go to one that they do have in stock. Black pepper essential oil. Let's try that.
Black pepper.
All right. Got 5 milliliters for $8.75, 10 milliliters for $16, 30 milliliters for $40, 16 ounces for $355. Why black pepper? Black pepper was one of the first spices to travel the spice route and was perhaps one of the most expensive and treasured. The characteristically peppery aroma offers a stimulating zing. It is also a very stimulating scent, which like basil essential oil makes an interesting and effective addition to shower gels, especially morning shower gels. Add to men's fragrances or personal care items for a spicy, sporty undertone.
Oh, this
Quality,
is burning oils.
yeah, this is right. That's what I thought it was. I thought it was definitely something that you eat or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at first.
Yeah.
Like if it's something you put in a little joint, put a little candle underneath it, let it burn.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's certified organic black pepper essential oil is responsibly sourced from Sri Lanka. The essential oil is steam distilled from the dried whole unripe fruit pod. Every batch of oil is certified organic and produced without the use of genetic engineering. Additionally, our expert aromatherapist here at Apothecary Shop personally assesses all of our oils using touch, taste, smell, and lab analysis to ensure that your essential oil is suitable for use and entirely free of adulterants. Check out some of the reviews. So yeah, somebody said I use this essential oil to add a slight spice to my diffuser and as a holistic method to help control cravings. So can you do both? What the fuck? Beautiful care, great delivery time, and amazing potency. Not to mention the quality is damn near unmatched, especially coming from a reputable source. I haven't tried it in my soy candles yet, but out of the bottle, it is very true black pepper scent. I am excited to give this all a try. Okay.
So with the cravings, how did he say he
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like how does it help with craving? He just said I use this essential oil to add a slight spice to my diffuser and as a holistic method to help control cravings. Maybe the smell helps him control cravings or something. I don't know. Yeah, I'm lost on that one. But okay. Let's check out some of the herbs. A bunch of herbs they have here: dandelion leaf, organic dandelion root, elderflower, enhancea root. It's sold out of enhancea root. Flaxseed, eucalyptus leaf. Let's see how deep they go. Okay, yeah, they only got 3 pages of the herbs. They got a bunch of different types of herbs and berries and stuff like that. So check them out. Reishi mushrooms, organic, sage leaf. The reishi mushrooms, you get an ounce for $21, 8 ounces for $88, a pound for $129 or $129. So yeah, these are reishi mushrooms. Okay. Let's check out the education. They got courses.
Yeah, that's dope too.
Yeah. Got a bunch of different courses. A course Buddhawood, history and clinical profile. They got a wellness business operations specialist course. So if you're trying to run your wellness business, that'd be a course for you. $700. Certified dietary supplement professional course. The exam prep. It's $500 program. Essential oils for memory retention program. Program or course. My bad. That's for $25. So I guess that's a little quick course. Holistic aromatherapy for integrative health course. $6.99. Integrative psilocybin mushroom specialist. You want to become a mushroom specialist? They got a course for that for $299. Master the basics of herbal preparation. They got that course for $250. Master herb gardening for the home herbalist, $250 course. Integrative cannabis specialist. They got if you try and grow the fire, $229 course. White sage essential oil, history, sustainability, and clinical profile. That's a $39 course. Certified aromatherapy safety professional program, $500. Aromatherapy for caregiver burden and professional burnout course, $99. And cultivating resilience practices to reduce stress and release trauma course for $229. So a bunch of courses here for you. I mean, I want to check them out.
Yeah, it's like one-time payment. That's dope.
Yeah, definitely. And then some of these are really real certified, courses you can get your certifications in to do, business in the herbal world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dope. I like that 700.
Yeah.
Might as well just do it all and see what the options is after.
Oh yeah. Right. Go all in. Hey, them certifications and shit, that should be making a difference. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah, man.
Real shit. It'll change your life too. You know what I mean? Way easier to get jobs or way easier to start businesses or whatever. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And increases your pay, of course.
Oh yeah. They want
Yeah.
to see that. That's all they want. Just to see that damn piece of paper.
Yeah. Oh yeah. All right. So yeah. Check them out. All right. That's the website down the bottom, apothecaryshop.com. All right. All right. And the last before we get out of here, with the herbal, the holistic, I found I don't know what I was going through. I think I was on Facebook, and I probably was on Facebook, or it might have been somewhere. I don't fucking know. But I was scrolling and I seen, I get a lot of holistic and those type of posts and stuff because I follow a lot of those pages. So something popped up that I ain't even never really even put a thought to for some reason. You know what I mean? But I think it's a website. Hold on, matter of fact, let me bring it up. Basically, this page that I stumbled upon. Hold on. It basically told me about this website where you can find fresh water springs, where you can find fresh water flowing and it's free. And these are springs all over the United States that's publicly posted with addresses of where you can find these things. And of course they posted also websites where you can send water in for testing type shit. You know what I mean? If you want to test it out yourself too before consuming it and stuff like that. So I thought that it was definitely dope that it's a whole damn website dedicated to all of the free flowing natural spring water springs.
Yeah.
And or even some of them are coming out of pipes, but they say that this is natural spring water that's flowing through wherever it is on that site. But I'm about to show y'all in a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, I came across a video actually a little while ago
Yeah.
where folks do it. Yeah, they drive up. I forgot where they were, but it's damn near in the middle of nowhere. But they drive up and it's from a pipe, but they bring their big jug, big gallon, and they get their water, they fill up their joint, and folks wait patiently to get their turn. It wasn't too busy.
Right.
But folks came out there with their big water jugs and bunch of small water, small gallon joints and the big 8-gallon joints that sit on top of like the in-home water fountains that you get like that. They be coming out there with them, filling them up, but it's never ending. So they come out there joint, fill it up, and then they go on about their business. I seen a video with that. That's crazy. Spring water.
Think about that. You know what I mean? We go buy a bottle of water every time we go to the grocery store, but there's so many springs around here where you can just get free, clean water.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy.
But they won't tell you that though.
Oh, no.
You know what I mean? Just say, no, just go cop these bottles of water, you know what I'm saying? From the grocery store.
Yeah. And for the drive though, like depending on where you are, some people might where you are. Some people might be right around the corner from it, 30 minutes, some shit like that. But for the most part, especially us, we're gonna be hours away from
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure the location.
All right, so this here, hold on. Matter of fact, let me put the website up too. This actually is showing springs all over the world. This is the website. All right, so hold on. Let me put it up for y'all. Because that's definitely nice little cheat code right there. You know what I mean, having this map. All right, so boom, that's the website right there. Then it will pull up this map here that you see in front of you, which has basically the addresses, and you can click on the spring, and it has a comment section where some people might have went.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And they giving and they giving a feedback. Like I clicked on one, and one of them was saying that like, because some of them seem to be maybe a little outdated, of course, but like, cause one of them was like, yeah, this the pipe is still there or something like that, but he was like, but it's like behind the construction site now, so you got it's like hard to find. You know what I mean? Like so, definitely be be aware of what you're actually getting into if you are trying to go out to some of these springs. Be prepared for anything. Be prepared for it to possibly not be there. Read um, the comments if you can, if they have some, because some of them don't have comments or feedback. Maybe nobody even went out there. But for the area that we are in Maryland, the closest one to Annapolis is actually pretty close to you. It's called Belhaven Spring. And this is, I know, right? It looked like it's in the middle. It definitely looked like it's in the middle of the damn forest.
If that dot represent, then hell yeah.
It says it's on a trail. But this is let me go back real quick. So this is close to what is that? Pasadena. Suburban Park.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is in look like an area called Pine West Crest or Poplar Ridge Park. So it's on the trail of a park. It says Belhaven Spring is an often unknown spring that feeds into the Bodkin. You can get to it by parking at Poplar Ridge Park and go to the area with all of the baseball fields. You will know you're there by the usually closed concession stand. If you go to the farthest dugout belonging to the baseball field on the right, you will see a path going down into the woods. Go straight to a big tree that has a big donut made by the local dirt bike kids. To the left of that tree is a straight path downhill to a freshwater creek. If you follow the creek to its left, you will eventually find the source, but it is very hard, so don't even try. I plan on making a trail so that might be different in the future. Watch out for spider webs on the edge of the trail, and also be considerate and don't post it on social media. It is a community made trail, and we do not want outsiders ruining it or getting it shut down. So yeah, I imagine these are this is a probably not an easy thing to find a good one to get to easily.
Right.
You know what I mean? Especially in the summer.
Makes sense. Right. You said especially in the what?
In the summer, when the spiders is out, shit, you running through webs and all types of mosquitoes and shit and bugs and all types of shit. I mean, probably best to go in the winter.
Oh yeah.
But
as much as possible.
Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find another one. The closest one after that is pretty far. Look like Eldersburg, Sykesville area.
Oh, okay.
Headed out.
What's over the water across from the Belhaven?
Say it again.
What's over the water across from the
Right here.
Belhaven? I thought I seen a little blue dot. Unless I'm tripping. Oh no, that was all the
Oh
way
no,
over.
yeah, that's way over here. Yeah, yeah. That's like New Jersey or something, or Philly, or
Oh,
New Jersey. Yeah, yeah. It's the close. Well, got one. This is way up in Maryland. This is fucking close to Elkton, close to damn New Jersey.
okay. Oh
So yeah,
yeah,
the
no.
other closest one would be here or here, Silver Spring, close to the Silver Spring area, Bethesda area. Let me see, River Road Spring. Somebody say I searched all over looking for a remnant of it last fall, but it has been obliterated by the new housing development called Quarry Springs. Looking at Google Maps, it was where the drainage and pet area is now located. There's a lovely waterfall feature built into the development, but I could smell the chlorine from several yards away. Tragic. Clean drinking spring in Bethesda is still there, however. Unfortunately, it is not conducive to collecting large quantities. It is about 100 yards down the trail. It has a slow flow, and large bottles do not fit under the pipe. It also tested positive for bacteria with my little kit from Amazon, so I ended up filtering the 5 gallons I did collect. Still is an interesting historical site preserved in Rock Creek Park, so I guess that's a no-go.
Hmm. But you'll
Yeah,
probably find a lot of them like that.
yeah. So yeah, it's crazy though that these like they should be just like you can't fucking do shit over like certain like cemeteries or federally preserved sites and shit like that. These should be protected by the government just like that. You shouldn't be able to build over these natural springs and stuff like that. Like
Yeah, you would think so, like the historic buildings and all that. Yeah, you would
exactly.
really
Yeah, like
think,
historic buildings. Yeah.
but of course,
Yeah.
money, man, greed, control. They're gonna
Yeah.
put uh complexes, apartment complexes and shit over top of it and make the trails damn near impossible to get to, and
Mm-hmm.
that's wild, man.
Mm-hmm. All right, so yeah, one more before we get up out of here. Got one here. Look like it got mixed reviews. This is up in Marriottsville, Maryland. Do not know what that is. I'm heading east or west on I-70. Yeah, so this is probably towards Western Maryland. This is what it looks like. It's literally a little white pipe. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust that, but I see at least without testing it. Well, shit, I guess it's kind of wild, right? When you stop and think about it, because whether it's coming out of a pipe like that or whether we're getting it from a grocery store, I
Right.
don't know what the fuck is in it.
You don't know what the fuck, right?
So, but I can try it and take the same risk that I'm taking when I go
Yeah,
to a grocery store. That is
pretty
wild.
much.
I'm
Because we
glad I
ain't
thought
testing
that
that
first.
shit at the grocery store.
Say that again.
Say, because we definitely ain't testing the bottled water. We just pop that joint open and just drink it.
Hell no, we just trusting it.
Right.
What we're doing is trusting it, man. That's wild.
Hell yeah. All right. So this is 2021. Oh no, the first one. This one 2021. Somebody said water tested was collected 1 week prior, stored in that basement in clean glass recycled bottles. Alkalinity 80 parts per million, pH 6, hardness between 50 to 100. Color variation was in between on the test strip. Chlorine, nitrate, and iron all 0. Lead and pesticide negative. Currently waiting on the last test for bacteria, which will not be ready for another 24 hours. We'll update, but he never updated. Well, she never updated. Oh, yes, she did. Unfortunately, my test showed that coliform bacteria is present in the Marriottsville spring water, which means if you collect some, you should disinfect it by boiling the water for at least 1 minute, leaving the water in a clear jar in the sun for at least 6 hours or 2 days of overcast, chemical purification for bleach or chlorine. I personally have not had a health issue from this water, but that might not be the case for you. Be safe, everybody. Somebody said, have you continued to drink water from this spring? Somebody else said, I do with no issues. Never water tested again in 2023. Results sound good to me. Results estimate based on colors of test strips. Water tasted great, almost silky. Okay. Lead negative, pesticides negative, bacteria, iron, copper, nitrate. Nitrate was 1 parts per million. Nitrite 0, hardness 100 to 120, total chlorine under 1 parts per million, alkalinity 80, pH 6.2. So they saying that they got good results. Basically, this was 2023. So yeah, most people saying it is actually okay to drink. And the one person said that they tested and it was bacteria in it, but that said that it can be taken care of by boiling. So this is like a good site to have if you got maps and shit for like if shit really did get real, you can find these springs with your test kits. This is some, you know what I mean, survival shit for sure. You know what I mean?
I see some folks. I don't know if it's their like backyard or yard or something, but like digging pipes or I guess creating a pipe to receive the spring water or get spring water. I guess depending on where you live in, you can kind of make your own if you know what you're doing, kind of thing. Dig into the pipes and probably some. Wow, wouldn't imagine it being too illegal if a lot of people broadcasting doing it. The videos I'm looking at, it look like they're shockingly fast DIY water well type of shit.
Yeah.
So you create your own little water pipeline.
Yeah. See, but that's the thing too. Shit, knowledge, you know what I mean? Of course, knowledge is power.
Oh yeah.
Knowing about that, how to do that, knowing if you can do that, you know what I mean, if it's legal or not, knowing how to shit build your own spring, man, all that, man, this knowing every fucking that's something that I'm like a big ass fan of. I want to fucking know everything. Like if I can learn that's actually a gift and a curse for me. I want to learn everything, but at the same time, it gets in the way of mastering anything. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm all over the fucking place. I just want to learn all of this shit. You know what I mean?
Every time something new come about,
yeah,
it's interesting.
Yeah,
go ahead and see what this is about.
Yeah. I want to learn it all. You know what I mean? So yeah, but. It's definitely good, to have multiple types of skills and skills like these that are life altering, especially if something goes down with the grid. You know what I mean? It will be good to know how to form your own spring or somehow filter water or whatever, make it clean. You know what I'm saying? Know how to test it, know what to look for in the test, so you don't fucking kill yourself. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
And if you don't, like, I guess once it pops in your memory or comes across your mental from screen or however it comes across, even if you don't look into it and try to study it right then and there, having it on your mindset, knowing that it's a thing, you know what I mean? That can be beneficial as well. Just knowing that, okay, shit, I do remember that. So I know I can go here and learn it. A little quick DIY kind of thing, enough to get me started. So even if you don't go into it,
even deeper. I mean, for some people who who into it or who want to, I'm not saying it's like a catch-22 for me. Because we into the we create our world shit. So I'm thinking if I start preparing for doomsday, then that shit is gonna come type of shit. You know what I mean? But but for somebody who do want to be prepared and stay ready or whatever, I would even imagine memorizing how to get to these springs. You know what I'm saying? So boom, something happened. Shit, we don't need the map. Like, I remember we drove, you know what I mean, 10 times a month for the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So I know how to get to hit this one and then how to get to the next one from there. Or you know what I mean? So even like that, for people who really want to be prepared for any possibility, shit, that this will come in handy.
Because all in all, if grid does go down, MapQuest, what? how are you really gonna plan on getting there?
Exactly, ain't on Google Maps, nigga.
Right. So you got you have to, if not, make it a regular routine for yourself. Well, you don't have to make it super consistent, but like I said, maybe once a year, once 6 months, once 3 months, however you want to put that in there, to just take a little drive down there. One, to make sure that motherfucker is good.
Right, still got right.
You do all that, and it's
Right.
not there no more. It's kind of a waste.
Right.
But you know what I mean? Giving it that time to do so, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, check that out though. You know what I mean? If for those of y'all who didn't know, you know what I'm saying? It definitely was a surprise to me when I saw it. I'm like, oh, because I don't even know why I never even thought about it. And I love water, you know what I mean? But I never even thought about like, wait, is it any clean spring? And I'd be reading on the side of the water about like, yes, this is sourced from this spring, this spring, that spring, with the addresses in the city. I never even thought like, wait, can I go to these springs too? You know what I mean? Like, shit, are these springs off limits or only for corporations? Or I never even fucking thought of that shit, bro. That's how you know what I mean. That's how much we be fucking just locked into the system. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Shit. Is this from the springs? That could be a question too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You know that's a question. Yeah. But being as though they put the address of the spring on there, that's my mind. Like, could I just go to this spring? Like, is it a bodyguard there or some shit? You know what I mean? Do I got right? Like, this is an open spring that they sent some of their motherfucking workers to. Like, yo, collect 1 million gallons of that from that spring so we can sell this dead part water. You know what I'm saying? Or is it like really regulated or some shit where you just can't get down there unless you got a business license or some type of shit? I don't know. I don't know. You never fucking know until you try it out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about. You know what I mean? But they ain't give the direct address. They gave the city.
That's it.
Yeah.
They off in the back somewhere. It's probably, just like the regular pipelines, a few that you just looked up, they ducked off in the back hard to get to.
Yeah. They know what they doing. They ain't mentioned nothing about no springs that we can get water from. Man. You know what I mean? Never ever.
Right. You ever had well water?
Yeah. Because of the house.
Yeah.
But hell no.
You like it? Yeah.
No.
I never had that shit.
No. The well water that we had, even though it was drinkable, we drink it. I mean, if we didn't have bottled water, you know, I don't fucking drink tap water. But for whatever reason, we had to drink like, or maybe one of the kids drank out of the sink or something. It was safe, but every now and then it smelled like fucking like I don't want to say like complete sewage water, but it smelled like a little taint. Yeah, I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And you know, Shorty was like, yeah, that's you know, she was more used to it because they grew up on the Eastern Shore. And she's like, yeah, that's how well water smell. Like, man, hell no. Right, everything.
Bottled water, me, please.
Right, yeah, no, man. But it was safe to drink, and we showered in it, and sometimes it was a weird smell. I didn't like it, but I guess it was good enough not to die from the shit.
Right. And that'd be another thing, you know what I mean? Like, safe to whose standard out this motherfucker?
Exactly. To the FDA standard, nigga. This is FDA approved.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Say motherfucker that approve all these chemicals out this bitch.
Right. My man, but did you die?
Right.
Nope. All right. Check. It's safe.
Exactly. FDA approved, nigga. It's safe to use. Come on, man.
Break out every now and then, but don't worry about it. We got cream for that. Right. Take his cream, be good.
Wow, word, yo, crazy shit, man. Crazy shit. All right, but let's move past the holistic into basically the title of the show, the trichnosis. All right. So as we all know, because basically this is what the fuck the show is even about. As we said multiple times, it is very clear that your government does not have your best intentions in mind, and of course they probably even working for somebody that's over them who definitely doesn't have your fucking best intentions in mind.
Because they don't have the government's best interest in mind.
Right. Yeah, they don't even give a fuck about the government. So you know that the government ain't gonna give a fuck about us. Nigga, you know what I'm saying? It just trickles down the line. Yeah. So basically, as we were saying earlier, I was just watching the this crazy shit. I wasn't even watching. I just scrolled past it. Of course, you know I ain't about to sit and intentionally turn on the news and see what's happening over there with the war shit. I had to scroll past it one time, and somebody had posted it and was talking about how how everything's being fabricated and America is acting like they on top of things. And of course, we always winning, but somebody said allegedly we are not winning this war. And of course, there's people who say it's the war ain't what they telling us is for, or some people even said it's not even really happening. This is all fucking lights, camera, action. You know what I'm saying? Actors and actresses. You know what I mean? So the rabbit hole goes deep. But either way, basically, I'm saying that to say that the idea of people trusting the government like with their whole hearts and lives and kids' lives and all of that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying, is really, really crazy when you think about it. Because we have been tricked our whole lives, even if it was only every now and then. Like any person with common sense can pull up one thing that the government lied about, at least one thing. You know what I mean? At least. Or one thing that the government told you was okay and then told you later that, oh wait, hold on, it may have some effects. Like at least one thing you can say that your government fucking lied to you about, you know what I mean, and tricked you about, you know what I mean. And this is a big ass institution that's supposed to have it all together. You can't call yourself a government if you still experimenting on how to fucking run a damn country. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the shit together first before you try to run shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, learn how to put the weed in the bag first. Nigga, then get. Yeah, so fuck all of that. They knew what they was doing with whatever fucking, you know what I'm saying, whatever bullshit that you can think of where they deceived or took something back and was like, oh no, we made a mistake. Man, that's bullshit. They knew. You know what I mean? So yeah, the trichnosis is basically just about how our whole lives have been one big lie, a big ass lie. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we've been into, school, work, fucking food and health, all of that shit. You know what I mean? And we was lied to about every fucking single thing in our lives. You know what I mean? So basically, I got a breakdown of that for y'all, right? And we get deep into it too. You know what I'm saying? So put your seatbelts on and check out this presentation. Trichnosis. Matter of fact, let me change this background real quick because I got the thumbnail for YouTube right here. Boom. Hold on. Let me see. Move this to the side. Trichnosis, the age of deception. All right. I had this one too. I was gonna go back and forth between either one, but both of them fire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I put this one on the YouTube. It's on YouTube right now.
Yeah, I went on that jump for in the beginning.
All right, so let's jump into it. All right. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Hold on, loading up. All right, this joint is a little lengthy too. You know what I mean? So you might want to get comfortable. It's a little lengthy. It's a little lengthy. It's supposed to be an hour long, but it don't be an hour long. It's probably, I would say, about 30 to 40. But yeah, that's still a little lengthy, straight through and through. Yeah. All right, but it's very interesting though. You know what I'm saying? So definitely tap in and stay focused, open your minds, and check it out. All right. Hold on real quick. Let me before I get started. I gotta send this text real quick because I ain't gonna be able to send it when I'm reading all of this shit. So let me get right. Give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. let's jump into this thing. All right. Trichnosis. Deception, psyops, and the spiritual war for human perception. All right. The spell that we were born into. It's a nice episode. It's called Trichnosis, not hypnosis, trichnosis, because hypnosis is when somebody puts you under. But trichnosis, that's when you're born under it. That's when the spell is so old, so constant, so repeated, so normalized, you don't even know that you're inside of it. You think you're free because you can choose between brands. You think that you're informed because you can watch the news. You think that you're educated because you survived school. You think that you're healthy because the packaging says heart healthy. You think that you understand the world because somebody in a suit on a screen told you what the world is. But what if most of modern life is not built to awaken you? What if it's built to manage your perception? What if the deepest prison is not concrete and stale, but a mental architecture? A world made of symbols, slogans, repeated narratives, emotional triggers, staged priorities, and false choices. And when you really sit with that, you start to realize this episode is not just about conspiracy theories. This is about epistemology. How do you know what you know? Who told you what reality is? Who benefits from your vision of the truth? And how many of your natural beliefs are actually installed programs? Because if trichnosis is real, then the game is not just political, it's not just historical, it's not just media, it's spiritual. Because in a spiritual sense, deception is one of the oldest weapons in existence. Not brute force, not always violence, but illusion, distortion, misdirection, the sleight of hand. Look here so you don't look there. Fear this so you never question that. Fight each other, fight each other so you never question the puppeteer. And maybe that is the age that we're living in now, an age where people are flooded with information but starved of truth. The first psyop, authority as a spell. The first deception may not be any one event. It may be the installation of authority itself as unquestionable reality. From childhood, most of us are trained into a structure. Parents tell us what is real, schools confirm it, media reinforces it, government codifies it, experts legitimize it, algorithms repeat it, and after a while, reality starts to feel less like something we discovered and more like something that we inherited. That's the first spell. Reality is what institutions say it is. Now, that does not mean institutions are always wrong, but history proves that they're not always honest either. The U.S. Senate Church Committee was created in 1975 specifically to investigate illegal, improper, and unethical activities by federal intelligence agencies. It exposed extensive surveillance, abuses, and covert operations, including intelligence activities targeting American citizens and civil rights leaders. That matters because once you know the government has at times surveilled, manipulated, and targeted its own people, you can no longer treat institutional trust as automatic. The same goes for covert experimentation. CIA records and later investigations confirmed that MK Ultra was a real covert program involving behavioral and drug-related experimentation, including work on mind control and interrogation methods. Like this shit is real. This shit really happened. They put the fucking all of the tests out, all of the, you know what I mean, all of the classified shit that was classified, they declassified it.
Yeah.
Yeah, MK Ultra was a real fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? So why would you trust somebody who did that? You know what I mean? Like from there on, nigga, it's just no. That's like a family member robbing you at gunpoint or something. Like, yeah, you family, but nigga, you think we about to just go back to dinner now? You know what I mean?
Like everything.
Yeah, like I don't know. Just because you family, I don't know. Fuck that. Man, you did the ultimate. That shit is a wrap. I don't trust you. All right. Pause there. Let that sink in. People hear the phrase mind control and think Hollywood, but parts of that history are not fiction. So the deeper question becomes, if those documented programs existed, why do people act like mass psychological influence is impossible? Why is it so hard for people to imagine that governments, media systems, corporations, and intelligence structures would all care deeply about narrative? Will all care deeply about narrative control? Of course they would. Narrative determines consent. Consent determines power. Power determines the world. That's not fantasy, that's strategy. Media as ritual, programming through repetition. The word programming gets thrown around a lot, but think about television. Even the old phrase people love to point to, TV programming. Now, maybe that phrase is harmless, or maybe it's accidentally honest, because what is programming? It is a repeated input designed to produce a reliable output. If you repeat fear, people become fearful. If you repeat division, people become tribal. If you repeat lust, people become impulsive. If you repeat consumer identity, people begin to confuse consumption with selfhood. And media doesn't have to lie about everything to still manipulate you. It only has to choose what gets attention, choose what gets buried, choose what gets framed as urgent, choose what gets framed as ridiculous, and choose who gets called credible. That's enough. The church committee and later Senate materials show that intelligence agencies had improper relationships and influence efforts involving media and journalists, which is why Operation Mockingbird remains part of this conversation. Though many details in popular culture go beyond what the official record clearly proves. That distinction is important. Because real manipulation does not need exaggeration to be disturbing. The verified part is already enough to make you rethink how information ecosystems work. And in the spiritual sense, that's where the ritual begins. Because ritual is repetition with symbolic force. Every day, same anchors, same tone, same framing, same emotional cues, same banners, same villains, same approved outrage, same approved grief. And after a while, people stop perceiving reality directly. They perceive the broadcast version of reality. That is trichnosis. Not forcing every mind, just guiding enough minds, enough of the time, through enough repetition that the field of thought itself becomes narrowed. The cosmology question, space, earth, and the architecture of belief. Now, this is where things get controversial because once people lose trust in institutions, they begin revisiting the biggest question of all. Where are we? What is this place? What is Earth? What is space? What is the moon? And yes, that is where the debates about flat Earth, simulated reality, hidden cosmology, and suppressed knowledge begin to enter the room. Now, to be clear, this is overwhelming scientific evidence supporting, or there is overwhelming scientific evidence supporting a spherical Earth, orbital mechanics, and a broader modern astronomical model. There's also no credible evidence that the Apollo moon landings were fake. That remains the consensus based on physical, photographic, engineering, and historical evidence. Still, skepticism persists because mistrust in institutions causes people to reopen even settled questions. And that is worth examining because even if a theory is unsupported, the psychology behind why people believe it can still tell you something profound. It tells you that people are no longer merely doubting policies, they are doubting the map of reality itself and spirituality. That's fascinating because one of the oldest esoteric ideas is that the human being lives behind veils, veils of perception, veils of naming, veils of symbol, veils of consensus. So when people begin asking, what if the world is not what they told us? Sometimes they are not really asking about astronomy. Sometimes they are asking a deeper question. Have I been initiated into a false reality? There's a spiritual question, not because that is a spiritual question, not because the answer is automatically conspiracy, but because it reveals how deeply people sense that modern life may be built upon layers of mediation. A person may not have the right conclusion, but they may still be responding to a real intuition. Uh, that truth in this era is highly managed, and that intuition grows whenever institutions are caught lying somewhere else. The moon landing in the symbolic state. All right, take the moon landing. Again, the evidence supports that the Apollo landings happened. Not really, but okay. But why does moon landing skepticism still hold emotional power for some people? Because the moon landing is not just a specific event, it is a symbolic event. It represents technological supremacy, a national prestige, triumph for the state, victory of narrative, the image of civilization reaching the heavens. So, in the conspiracy imagination, if that event were false, then it would symbolize something enormous, not just one lie, but the ability to build collective reality through spectacle. That's why it remains potent in the conspiracy realm, not because the evidence is equal on both sides. It isn't, but because the symbol is so powerful. And once you understand the symbolic layer, you understand trichnosis even better. People are not only governed by laws, they are governed by images, flags, launches, disasters, presidential speeches, breaking news, chirons, hero narratives, enemy narratives. The state does not only operate through force, it also operates through theater. All right. 9/11 and the birth of permanent suspicion. All right. Then there are events so massive, so traumatic that they fracture public trust for generations. For many people, 9/11 was one of those events. It changed foreign policy, it changed surveillance, it changed war, it changed the security state, it changed the airport life, it changed how an entire generation saw the world. Official investigations concluded that 9/11 was carried out by Al Qaeda hijackers, and that finding remains to accept the historical account. At the same time, the event became a generator of intense alternative theories because of the scale of the tragedy and the vast policy changes that followed. And here's a deeper spiritual psychological point. Whether one agrees with alternative theories or not, 9/11 helped install a permanent feeling in the public mind that catastrophe can be used to reorganize society. That idea matters. Because when populations experience shock, they become more psychologically suggestible. Trauma narrows consciousness, fear reduces complexity, urgency weakens skepticism. And in that state, people often accept powers, policies, and narratives that they would normally resist. That's why many people speak of shock doctrine, psyops, and manufactured consent in the same breath. Not because every catastrophe is staged, but because catastrophes can become portals of power expansion. And once people notice the pattern, they begin to wonder, is every emergency just an emergency, or are some emergencies also opportunities? That question is not irrational. History gives people reason to ask it. All right. Body control, sugar, food, and the false science of convenience. Now let's bring the deception down from the sky and into the body, because one of the deepest tricks is this. A society can be easier to govern when it is tired, inflamed, distracted, overstimulated, undernourished, and addicted, not necessarily through one mastermind, sometimes through aligned incentives. Now, here's the verified part. Historical research published a JAMA, GAMA, internal medicine found that the Sugar Research Foundation funded and shaped a 1960s literature review that downplayed concerns about sugar and emphasized fat and cholesterol as the main dietary villains. Yeah, the commercials back in the day, yo, they used to have commercials basically saying that sugar was good and good for you. You know what I'm saying? This is like 50s, 60s, maybe even before that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the commercials used to say that sugar was good for you, good for the body. Just like they say milk is good for the body.
And I guess then after a while, people started challenging it, and then they started changing laws to where as though you can't pretty much flat out lie like that. So you can
Exactly.
just say it in a different way.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, but I saw one of them motherfucking commercials, and they were promoting that shit like fruit.
So that's crazy.
Yeah, like it was fruit. Like that shit is good for you. But this is shit. Mommy and daddy might have been infants, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or kids when these commercials was out, you know what I mean?
first rolling it out, just like the tobacco, the Camel Man, or the just like that same shit. And my bad, before you continue to read, I read a book called the Herbinger.
Herbinger.
Yeah, it's called the Herbinger. Herbar, Harbinger.
Harbinger. Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I read that book, which pretty much talks about the same way how a lot of borderline catastrophic events that go on happens, one, to stay on script, and to change the times, to change things around. Like you said with 9/11, it changed the way that we look at flying now.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, that's a forever change, and situations like that is made specifically for that. And that book pretty much taps into that whole thing. I got halfway through the second book. I haven't finished it yet though, but I gotta finish it because it just pinpoint the things that happened, like 9/11, because they spoke about 9/11 as well,
Right.
to back in the 1700s and shit like that, right?
Yeah.
Different names, not a building, but the same, and damn near on the same day it
Yeah.
happened. Of course, you can look this stuff up. And at that time, back in those days, it changed. Let's just stay with 9/11. It just how 9/11 changed the way of the world, airplane and stuff like that. Back then,
Yeah.
it did the same thing. But of course,
Right.
it wasn't planes or anything like that. And for it to happen kind of on the same fucking day and shit like that, like it's wild. Like shit is
Oh yeah.
scripted. Like it has to
Oh yeah.
happen. Especially these big events and a lot of it spoke on and speaks on a lot of different events that happen and it paired on the same date. Even like presidencies going into um office and certain events regarding the government and shit like that. Like they do shit on the same fucking
Yeah.
day,
Yeah.
same time, same like they down to the T they are
Oh
on
yeah.
script. And there's
Yeah.
no way that they can't go around that. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like they have to stay on that script. So if you understand or if you see the pattern and you understand history or a history buff, then you can kind of you will always know their next move
Right.
because they
Exactly.
have to stay on script. Yeah, they're gonna point you out to be fucking crazy, cuckoo, insane.
Mm-hmm.
Of course they are. If you are that person with enough following to move some shit, yeah,
Right.
it's gonna be challenging for you to call them out and have people really, what I mean, follow you. But if you understand the history behind a lot of shit, you'll understand where they're going with it, why they doing certain shit, and when they're going to do it.
Exactly.
Shit is crazy, man.
Exactly. Exactly.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
That's
That's
why
what
they
power.
always say. That's why they always say that a lot of I think I heard a lot that a lot of sacrifices actually happen around this time coming up. Around between like around April around the time of the Oklahoma City bombers, I think like April 19th, somewhere around that date, somewhere between like now and a little bit after that. It was like it's a big sacrificial time for them. They always do something major around that time and some other times too. But yeah, it's definitely like a numbers game, you know what I mean? And
Oh yeah,
sacrificing and some shit that they have to do to allegedly this is what they said to maintain um what they're trying to do or maintain their or to feed who they worship, you know what I'm saying? Is
yeah,
that they
yeah.
have to sacrifice these things at certain times and you gotta line the numbers up and the dates and who it is and all of that type of shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a
Down
lot.
to the time
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the death and all that. It has to be right the
yeah,
fuck on.
yeah.
So yeah, that's that. Yeah, that shit
Shit is
wild, man.
wild. Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time, big time.
Yeah, shit is wild.
And you also, my bad, spoke on the MK Ultra shit. I came
Mm-hmm.
across a video where, I mean, and to your point, how can you trust a motherfucker that can do shit like that?
Right.
And within a video, they did a scenario. People in the audience, folks on stage, the guy, hypnotized, he under hypnosis,
Yeah.
um, and whole scenario played out, and he ended up killing somebody within the scenario, like really
Yeah.
pulling out air gun, whatever it was, to kill a guy. But of course, it was all fake and stage. But
Yeah.
and again, allegedly, I don't know if it's how real it is, but this just shows you how deep it can get when it comes to this
Mm.
demonic control, hypnosis, whatever. But
Oh
he
yeah.
woke up and they replayed the video for him and showed that he killed killed somebody in this scenario. And my man was shocked like a motherfucker. Like I
Right.
didn't
Right.
just do
Fuck
that.
going on. All right.
Yeah, like I was just sitting at the table. None of that
Right.
shit just happened. And the look on his face, of course, actors are great. So again, I'm not saying that it's real and that was real. I don't know. You know what I mean? But a lot
Yeah.
of people don't do a lot of people do those scenarios. So my
Yeah.
opinion, who the fuck knows? But it was crazy just to see the look on his face, like, that's not me. That wasn't me. I didn't do
Right.
that. You know what I mean? And standing behind that. So
Yeah.
so to your point, how can you trust somebody after knowing, because the facts and the information is out there. So how can you trust somebody after knowing that they can do stuff like that and doing stuff like that, and even after putting it out, still doing stuff like that?
Oh yeah, and they
Like,
know
come
how the
on.
mind works, so they know.
Right.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, they know that shit is
Man.
dangerous. You can control the masses with that shit.
Yes, indeed, man. It's wild.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Wow, man. But at this
Right.
point, you just I don't know. You just got to do you in this world.
Oh
Figure
yeah,
out
'cause
what that is and
they
get it
not
done.
using it to stop the fucking killers from killing. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah. So if you
Which
ain't
they
doing that, but
no, I was just saying, which they can.
right, they
You know what I
could.
mean?
Yeah,
They're able to.
exactly. But they not. So yeah, they
Right.
ain't. So what are we doing here? You know what I mean? Like nah. He ain't say nothing about that. Like, yeah, we gonna reduce crime. We can tap into the minds of all of the, anybody with, I don't know, any fucking thing. I don't fucking know. Shit, something, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, now we can reduce crime by 25-30% across the whole world, because we can
Right.
get to the killer's mind before they, calm them down before they even have angry thoughts, or or killing thoughts, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's some shit. Then you want to tap into some shit and tap into the brains, then
That
do
way.
it for the good like that. Yeah, that's save some lives out there, motherfucker. You know what I
I
mean?
also came across something. I think it was the radio back when I was just driving a lot for work, and
Yeah.
it was just to the radio, and they had mentioned, it might have been, so don't quote me on where I heard it, but I heard it through a story that somebody was saying. Like it came across as they are going to, like reduce jail time. You know what I mean? Kind of thing, which is crazy to believe. It's hard to believe because they need that labor. You know what I mean? They need the labor work of people actually in jail. So
Yeah.
thinking about it in that way, it might be bogus. But here and there, I think I heard it on the radio, and they mentioned being able to insert memory as if someone did 25 years.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But they're not doing the 25 years kind of
Right.
thing. And again, if they can do shit like that, you know what I mean? It's some dangerous motherfuckers.
Oh yeah. Oh
And
yeah.
it's a movie. I don't know if it's out or it's coming out, but where you got to solve the crime or the murder, and they, hook some shit up, and you have access to every camera in the fucking world, kind of
Yes.
thing. And you have, and in this particular scenario, I think he was a cop, and his
Yeah.
wife was murdered. So he had 24 hours, and if you don't solve it within that time, even if you're innocent or guilty, if you don't solve it within that, or if you're innocent, if you don't solve it within that time, then you're executed, kind of thing. But you have access to every fucking thing, and they got shit, connected to the mind, so that way you can see everything. And I'm talking about spin it to the joint, and he's talking, so you don't have his hands to control it, but he's talking. Turn to the left, pull back. Who was that he was talking to? Swing around. I mean, shit like that.
Yeah.
I said, man, that is. I'm gonna watch it because I just think that shit is so fascinating to see. Of course, they're
What is that
exposing.
again?
I'm gonna have to look at it.
Oh yeah.
I
Okay.
see it scrolling through. Like when I scroll through Instagram and shit a lot, I see a lot of movie previews, and that was one of the ones I see when I was scrolling. But that shit looked very fucking interesting. So I'm gonna look at that. I'm gonna find it before we get off this joint.
Yeah, definitely let me know. All right, so let's continue on. In broader nutrition history, research shows that the 1977 U.S. dietary goals helped push a strong, low-fat, high-carbohydrate policy direction. Though that shift was controversial even at the time. Now think about that. For decades, millions of people were navigating food inside a framework shaped not only by science, but by politics, industry pressure, institutional inertia, and oversimplified messaging. That is trichnosis in the body, because once food becomes industrialized, health messaging becomes marketable, and convenience becomes king. People begin eating according to systems that may not actually serve their biology. And then what happens? Energy drops, inflammation rises, disease increases, attention suffers, mood destabilizes, and dependency on medication grows. Again, that doesn't prove one grand unified conspiracy, but it does show something perhaps even more unsettling. A system does not need to be omnipotent to still become structurally deceptive. Sometimes the deception is emergent. Profit here, policy there, advertising here, regulatory capture there. Then, after decades, an entire population is living inside a false normal. And spiritually, the body is a temple. So, if you can keep the temple weak, noisy, inflamed, impulsive, and disconnected, the spirit has a harder time hearing itself. That is why some people see bad food, constant stress, endocrine disruption, and endless stimulation, not just as public health failures, but as a part of a larger civilizational fog. All right, 3 meals a day and the invention of normal. Even simple habits deserve examination. Take the phrase 3 meals a day. People treat it as natural law, breakfast, lunch, dinner. But many things we call normal are actually cultural patterns, business models, labor schedule adaptations, and advertising victories. This is important because trichnosis often works by turning historical habits into unquestioned truths. Not every routine is sacred. Not every social pattern is biological destiny. Not every convenience is wisdom. When people stop questioning their rhythms, eating rhythms, sleep rhythms, working rhythms, attention rhythms, they become programmable through routine. And routine is powerful. It can stabilize their life, but it can also lock a person into inherited patterns that they never consciously chose. Education, schooling as behavioral architecture. Now let's go to school. Not education in the beautiful sense, learning, discovery, mastery, wisdom. I mean schooling as a system. Modern mass schooling expanded heavily in industrial society, and many historians note its connection to standardization, scheduling, social order, and workforce preparation. Standardized testing also grew as industrial era systems needed efficient ways to sort and evaluate larger populations. Now, that does not mean school exists only to create obedience, even though it does. That would be too simple. But it does mean the modern systems were shaped by the needs of states, economies, and institutions, not only by the deeper flowering of human consciousness. So think about the rhythm. Sit down, raise your hand, ask permission, repeat approved information, memorize, regurgitate, compete, conform to the bell, wait for authority, fear failure, seek validation from the system. Again, that may not be the intention of every teacher. Many teachers are trying to invest in a broken structure, but the structure itself matters because spiritually, that cost can be immense. A child comes in imaginative, curious, unfiltered, alive, asking inconvenient questions. Then slowly the machine says, no, not like that. Color inside the lines, use approved language, cite the approved answer, do not wander too far, do not question the frame itself. And after enough years, many people don't just forget facts, they forget how to perceive independently. That is one of the deepest dimensions of trichnosis. Not telling people one lie, but training them out of the habit of original sin. Right? The government has lied before. Why suspicion persists. This is where conspiracy realm gets a lot of its energy, not from nowhere, from precedent. The Tuskegee syphilis study is one of the clearest examples. The CDC states that from 1932 to 1972, 40 fucking years, black men in the study were not given informed consent and were denied treatment even after penicillin became available. For y'all, those of y'all who don't know about the Tuskegee syphilis study, definitely go read that. I'll go read about that. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. That happened, not alleged in some vague sense. It's documented. So when communities say, why should we blindly trust official institutions? History has already provided part of the answer. This is why broad distrust becomes self-reinforcing. One exposure leads to another question. One scandal leads to 10 reopened files. One lie poisons 50 truths. And from there, people start revisiting everything: medicine, war, history, space, news, elections, currency, education, technology, public health. Not because all suspicions are correct, but because trust, once shattered, does not return on command. The Iran war, questions. All right, surface reason and versus real reason. Now let's bring this into the present. All right, as of March 7th, 2026, which was yesterday, there's an active major conflict involving Iran, with Reuters and AP reporting escalating U.S. Israel Iran hostilities, strikes in Tehran, severe regional tension, threats around the Strait of Hormuz, and broader geopolitical instability. Now, when war breaks out, the official reasons are usually framed in moral language: security, retaliation, stability, deterrence, self defense, peace through strength. But in the conspiracy realm, and honestly, in a lot of serious geopolitical analysis too, people ask a second question: what are the deeper incentives? Energy routes, shipping checkpoints, regional dominance, proxy alliances, domestic political gain, arms profits, financial distraction, strategic realignment. This is not wild speculation. It is a standard geopolitical skepticism. And with Iran specifically, any conflict that threatens the Strait of Hormuz immediately raises the stakes for oil, trade, global inflation, military positioning, and alliances far beyond the state headlines. Reuters has reported current shipping and production disruptions linked to the war, including force majeure in Kuwait and the strait becoming impassable for days. So when people ask what is the real reason, the honest answer is that wars often operate on multiple layers at once. There's the public reason, there's the strategic reason, there's the economic reason, and there's the symbolic reason. And in the spiritual reading of empire, war also functions as an energy harvesting mechanism. Fear, grief, rage, division, patriotic trance, enemy fixation, collective trauma. That does not mean every war is staged, but most of them actually are. It means war can become the ultimate instrument of mass psychological consolidation. Speaking of the collective trauma, rage, and division and stuff, you saw uh recent mass shooting or something, right? With the black dude that said Allah is what the fuck his shirt say? Oh, shirt said like Allah. I can't remember what it said. God damn it. But whoever this black dude was and shot up something, had on a fucking shirt talking about Allah, how he represents Allah or how Allah represents him, something like that. And they put the shit on the fucking mainstream. You know what I mean? Like that's super division right there. And that's not the first time they did that, making it seem as if all Muslims are straight super violent. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, like America be doing that shit all the fucking time. They just did it recently. So you didn't see that?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, they looked that joint up. It's a black dude. I don't know if it's in a foreign country or if it was in America, but he like shot up some shit recently, like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and it fucking had on a shirt that said "Allah is my something." Well, Allah is something. I wish I could. I can bring it up and it'll come up immediately, but it's this super fucking division, yo. And like, why would you post this shit to the whole world? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Did he have like a big assault rifle? He was shooting the last shooting I remember was that when it was like a bystander tackled them, you know what I mean, captured them or some shit. That's the last shooting I seen.
I really, it's the crazy thing is I didn't even read into the story. I just saw the picture.
It's the picture,
and the media was like, "Yeah, this some fucking super propaganda shit." You know what I'm saying? But I didn't even click on the story to see who he killed or you know what I mean. Okay, yeah, property of Allah. There you go.
Property of okay.
Yeah, like come on, bro. He just did a mass shooting and then you gonna fucking put him on in front of the whole world with a hoodie that say property of Allah. Like you know what that's doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know the type of division that's causing. You know that's have people in the neighborhoods. If somebody got somebody from Iran in their neighborhood, they're gonna start beefing with them. There's a picture like that.
Or if they talk to him, move funny, not talk to him no more. You know what I mean? Depending on the kind of person that they are and how serious they're gonna take it. But again, we dealing with who we dealing with, and this is their thing. You know what I mean? And
Right.
they could spin it like sit back as if they have no hands in the pot
Yeah,
because
exactly.
it could be looked at as, okay, everybody has choice. They don't, have to do such and such, or they don't have to believe this or that, or whatever the case may be.
Right, right.
But all
Hell
in
yeah.
all, they starting the shit. You
Yeah,
started it
man.
with me.
Right. Hey, this shit, yo, this shit is definitely fucking scripted for sure. Cause it's a lot of, it's a lot of questionable shit. But yeah, this dude, this is a black dude. He killed. This is in Texas, Austin, Texas.
Mm.
He killed 3 people, injured 14 at a club. And it's a black dude. He had a fucking hoodie on that said fucking
Property of Allah.
property of Allah. Like, cut the fuck, yo. It don't get no more fucking clear. You know what I mean? Like, propaganda don't get no more clear than that, bro. Like, come on. Who the fuck? Like, what? Like, yo, like, like, yo. Hey, what motherfucking what's the nigga name? Shit, the black dude. Don't that seem suspicious?
Oh,
Don't
I
that
remember
seem suspicious?
that.
Like, come on, bro. This nigga got a property of Allah hoodie on. He just shot up the club, killed 3 people, injured 14, and it's spread all the news everywhere. Like, that don't seem fishy to y'all. Like, come on, man. Cut the fucking crap, man. And it's a black dude. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like, come on, man.
right. Yeah,
Hey, but
that
hey,
go
come on.
many
I
ways,
said
man.
it on the Ggod album. They've been trying to start a race war because they take
Mhm.
more than they pay for, way more. No more peace talk. It's a face off. You know what I mean? Like, yo, these motherfuckers is sick in the head, yo. They don't give a
Man,
fuck.
they could do when one thing fades out, they're gonna do any fucking thing else to put it out there. And when it comes to like shit like the shooter, one staged, of course, can be, but of course
Yeah.
some people, I don't want to take away, you know what I mean? It may be real. You know what I mean? Some
It,
people are going through
the,
grief.
the real shooting is the stage. They
It,
sent the motherfucker.
right.
You know
And
what
the bigger or deeper thing is, I hear a lot about
I mean?
the sleeper cells, the sleeper cells,
Yeah,
something
sleeper
like that.
cells. Yeah,
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 where what I mean, it's just motherfuckers out here
yeah.
that they can turn a chip on
Ready.
in these
Yeah.
motherfuckers, and they're gonna go do shit like this. You know what I
Waiting on.
mean? That's it. So
Mhm.
is I'm on the stage side. You know what I mean? The side where not
Yeah,
stage, but on the deeper
yeah.
level of
Planned.
planned out.
Yeah,
They know
yeah,
that guy. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He was the
Exactly.
suicide bomber in
Exactly.
this case, air
Hey, that's
quotes.
why they always get killed. Or
Yeah.
somehow he got killed. You know, you can't talk to the nigga, see his face, none of that. It just gone.
Nope.
Fuck out of here.
And then it be the people where a lot of times they don't even have no family. You don't even.
Right.
Where the fuck you just come from?
No sister can speak up. Oh, he wasn't like
Right.
nobody. Hey, get the fuck out of here with that shit, nigga. You know what I mean? Come on, bro.
Don't be
Government
making
agents, bro. Government fucking agents. And that motherfucker gonna go on, live on as a whole different person for the rest of his life. He ain't
Yeah.
even die. You know what I mean?
Good job. Take that
Right.
bonus. Go about your business.
Right. Niggas gonna forget what he even looked like in fucking 6 months from now. You know what I mean? He gonna grow hair and be good. He bald head. He gonna grow hair and a beard, and niggas ain't even gonna know who the fuck he was. Walk right past the nigga.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Come on, man.
Man, that shit wild, man.
Yeah.
That
All right, let's continue. Where I'm at. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, I read that. All right, so what are the deep ass sentences? I think I read that too. Let me read it again. All right, energy routes, shipping checkpoints, regional dominance, proxy alliances, domestic political gain, arms profits, financial distractions, strategic realignment. This is not wild speculation. It is standard geopolitical skepticism. And with Iran specifically, oh no, matter of fact, I read all of this. Okay, yeah, I'm tripping. All right. Yeah. So the next part, esoteric deception, archons, egregores, and the feeding of fear. Now let's go fully into the spiritual bag, right? Across esoteric traditions, there are ideas that human consciousness can be manipulated not just socially but metaphysically. Some traditions speak of archons, deceptive forces that cloud perception and keep people spiritually asleep. Some speak of egregores, collective thought forms fed by mass emotional energy. Some speak of lower astral influence. Some call it demonic suggestion. Some call it psychic harvesting. Some call it simply negative consciousness systems. Now, whether someone takes those ideas literally, symbolically, or psychologically, they all point to the same intuition that human attention is precious and something always wants to shape it. In modern society, that shaping may not require anything supernatural at all. Algorithms can do plenty, advertising can do plenty, trauma can do plenty, mass repetition can do plenty. But the esoteric mind asks, what if all of this also has a metaphysical layer? What if deception is not just political, but ontological? What if confusion, addiction, lust, division, exhaustion, rage, and constant noise create the ideal condition for disconnection from the soul? Because if a person never gets still, they rarely hear truth. If a person always is reacting, they are easy to guide. If a person lowers appetites, if a person's lower appetites are constantly inflamed, their higher discernment weakens. And that, spiritually speaking, is a master psyop. Keep humanity externalized, never centered, never silent, never sovereign, never able to distinguish signal from interference. All right. Trick notice is a total environment. At this point, the deepest realization may be this: tricknosis is not one lie; it is an environment, a full spectrum atmosphere of distortion. It is in the food, the news, the schooling, the advertising, the political theater, the health messaging, the entertainment, the digital addiction, the polarization, the endless emergency cycle. And the genius of the system is that it does not need everybody to believe the same thing. It only needs most people, to remain distracted, divided, fatigued, emotionally manipulated, and epistemically dependent on someone else to tell them what is real. That is the spell. All right, breaking the spell. So, how do you break trichnosis? Not by believing every conspiracy theory. That is just another trap. And not by blindly trusting institutions either. That is another trap. You break trichnosis through discernment, through spiritual stillness, through pattern recognition, through studying history, through watching incentives, through questioning emotional manipulation, through noticing when fear is being used to override thought, through observing how symbols shape your perception, through protecting your body from systems that profit off of your weakness, through refusing to outsource your mind. And maybe most importantly, you break trichnosis by remembering that truth is not just information, it is alignment. Alignment between what is said and what is real, alignment between your body and your spirit, alignment between your intuition and your analysis, alignment between your inner knowing and your outer choices. Because the opposite of trichnosis is not paranoia, it is awakened perception. The ability to look at the world and say, I know narratives exist, I know power shapes information, I know fear is often weaponized, I know symbols can hypnotize, I know institutions can deceive, but I will not surrender my discernment. That is freedom. Not perfect knowledge, but clear sight. And once enough people reclaim clear sight, the spell weakens, because every empire of illusion depends on one thing, that people never realize they are looking at a stage. All right. So maybe the greatest conspiracy is not any one event, but the possibility that we've been trained all our whole fucking lives to stop trusting our own ability to see. Indeed. You know what I mean? So yo, question for you.
Yes, indeed.
If governments, medium systems, and industries have all been caught manipulating public perception in different ways, where do you draw the line between healthy skepticism and total paranoia?
Where do you draw the line between healthy skepticism and paranoia?
Yeah. So if governments, medium systems, and industries have been caught doing some crazy ass shit, but they have been, you know what I
Right.
mean? So where do we or you draw the line between yeah, they fucking us over, and all right, maybe I'm overthinking this thing.
Uh, I am. Well, I know that they're fucking us over.
Exactly.
I know that in order for me to get away from it, it's up to me.
Indeed.
You know what I mean? I know that everything that they're involved in is no good, regardless if they say that shit is good or not. You know what I mean? I know it's no good. Just because you put that shit in the organic aisle in the grocery store, I mean, I don't believe that that shit is good.
Right.
So there is no hesitation at all that they can be good people with whatever it is that they're doing. They can assist, and they will always assist, but they're assisting you for their pleasure, but
Yeah.
for a need that's going to satisfy them on a higher scale that we know nothing about. So yeah, they giving us the little crumbs, but just know that it's just, I mean, it's what fell off of their pie.
Yeah.
They giving us the shit that they didn't mean to fall off the pie.
Right.
It still happened to fall off, so it's not. So what I'm saying is, it's not affecting them at all. So I don't see them doing good, being able to, well, want to do good, because they are able to do good, but I don't see them wanting to do good.
Mm-hmm.
So no hesitation in me at all that it's not paranoia. I'm not overthinking anything. These
Right.
motherfuckers is evil. These motherfuckers is wicked, and
Right.
they don't care. They're putting it out there, and to the point of letting you know that yes, we did that.
Exactly.
So what's next? What are you going to do? Are you going to stop supporting us? Like, what's going to happen here now that we came to this conclusion?
Yeah.
And then they're
Yeah.
moving on with their life. You
Yeah.
know, man, they don't give a shit. It is getting worse now. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, man, it's crazy. So that's why I am. Yeah, ain't no hesitation. No hesitation with me. These motherfuckers
Yeah,
wicked.
yeah, yeah.
They don't
Yeah, I agree. There is no
care.
fucking lie. There ain't no
No.
paranoia. This shit is real. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
They going in 100. They've been going in since we was born, and we didn't know when we was born. We was free, young, wild. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But of course, as you get older and learn these things, you absolutely. It's. I mean, come on, man. Like it's the shit is common fucking sense, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can see the control over the world, the control over my own life. You know what I'm saying? I'm paying, and of course, now with knowledge, there are ways to break out. You're gonna have to fight for that for sure.
Yeah.
But still, the common, it's like it's very obvious that they are controlling our lives, bro. We pay everything that don't even really have to be paid as much as we pay it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? At school, I hated school. I when I was in school, I knew it had to be a reason, but of course, being in school at the time and being that young, being called crazy or whatever. Or no, you just don't want to you just don't want to do right type of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, no, this is really not right, bro. Like this school is really like I'm like if I'm rebelling against this shit this much, that means it can't be right. But back then, no, no, I just don't want to do right. That was the thing. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want
Yeah.
to,
You going
you
against
know,
the script.
be a good person and graduate and all of this stuff. But I knew I wasn't fucking crazy when I said that school is fucking dead ass boring and stupid, bro. But now, being older, motherfuckers see, yeah, okay, now it makes sense. You know what I mean? But like, yo, this shit been going on forever, yo. And it is no line to draw. Like this shit is real fucking deal. They are completely fucking us over in every way that they can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, ain't no line. And this is all this is all real shit. It's all skepticism that these motherfuckers is not to be trusted. Ain't no paranoia. This shit is real.
No,
You know
that's
what I mean?
indeed. And I think that's why they gotta, from birth, from the time that you are brought
Mm-hmm.
into this world, they gotta
Mm-hmm.
take grip of you right then
Get
and
you from the
there.
jump.
Oh yeah, that way
When you
as
can
you
even
get
say
older.
no.
Oh yeah, right. And as you get older, it's hard for you. Yes, it can be broken. You can
Yeah.
break it and get away, but it's gonna be hard for you
Yeah.
because you've been programmed that way since fucking birth. And your mom been programmed since birth, and your dad and your grandparents and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to be hard to break that shit when, like you said, everything is against you. If you try to be different, especially coming up, is what specifically what I'm talking about. When you're coming up and you try to be different and you're looked at as a black sheep, rebel, whatever the case may be, then that's hard for a young motherfucker. So you could have very much so not been strong enough and stayed in school and just follow script. You know what I mean? You could have done that and it could have rewritten something within your life.
Oh yeah.
That probably couldn't have gotten untangled, but you decided to go your own way and it worked out for you and you were able to gain the knowledge for you and not have so much to unlearn or untangle because you didn't follow through with that. I mean, with the bullshit of school, because like you said, they're not teaching us or getting anybody ready for the real life, like
real world. You know what I mean?
The meaning of school is just so fucking dumb. It doesn't make sense because you get into the real world and you get directly into that. And then you got your people out there that say it's up to the parent to teach as well. It is cool, but they should be able to add on to what's being taught in school, kind of thing, or school add on to what's being taught at home because they should go together, kind of thing. Because when you home, parents are not teaching their kids geometry, any kind of math, any kind of bullshit history that they're giving, their story behind the history, kind of thing. We're not teaching that because we don't believe in that history or just that history that they're teaching us.
Yeah.
So with me, that shit got a balance. You know what I mean? Teach life. That's what school should be about, fucking life. And that way it's easier for the home to teach the same thing.
Mm-hmm. But that's them hitting us from all angles type of shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you that you're gonna go to jail if you don't send your kids to school. You know what I mean? And then at the same time, you ain't gonna be able to pay your bills if you don't go to work. Now you got your kids at school, you at work. You can't take off of work and you can't leave them out of school to teach them the shit that you want to know. Either way, you're just not a good parent. You know what I'm saying? Like either way, it's just not gonna fucking, it's not gonna be good for your seed. You know what I'm saying? Because you always going to work and they always at school and they're not learning the shit. And then by the time you get home, you're too tired to teach them what's real from the bullshit that they learned for the day. You know what I'm saying? So they just gonna continue on the same fucking timeline of the bullshit, the school to prison pipeline.
Yeah, they get vague at that time. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not even gonna fight no more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're tired, man. You're tired.
Yeah. That's wild, man. That's wild.
But that's 10, 12 hours a day. Come on, man.
And still paycheck to paycheck.
Right, and still broke. Tired from working and tired from being broke. Like, come on, bro. It's a lot, yo. Yeah, they fucked us completely. All right. Question number 2. Yo, so do you believe in deception? Do you believe that the deception that's going on is mostly political and about money? Or do you think that it's a deeper spiritual war happening?
I think it's more spiritual. I think it's more spiritual. Because for a country that's so far in debt, like they have no worries in the world. They're still creating. They're still getting more in debt. It's bigger than that. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. And like somebody else said, who the fuck are we in debt to? Or whatever the case may be. So, I think it's way more spiritual because, I mean, as we know, you know what I mean? I'm not sure how many people outside of us know. I'm not going to put it on them or take it away. But I feel it's spiritual because if we all know the spiritual powers that we hold within us, if our bodies were clear of the death that we put into our bodies, so if we all ate herbs, plants, fruits, vegetables, shit like that, right, and not have a bunch of the dead flesh and shit, if our mind was clear and fresh from a lot of certain music that's out and all that type of stuff, and if the air was pure, you know what I mean, enough, and we were getting the love, you know what I mean, that we need, then we would be superhuman beings.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I believe it's spiritual, and I believe that they are for that reason, and they are doing and will always do everything in their power, regardless of how dumb, you know what I mean, how stupid that shit may look. or appear to be. It's a reason, it's a purpose, it's a setup for something
Yeah.
to keep us away from
God.
actual shit. Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Because us being in that mode, us being in that space is deadly for them.
Yeah.
They can't gain as much power that we can gain if we're purified and aware of all the shit. And they know that. So they're gonna continue to do everything they can. Fuck is over.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. I definitely think the same thing. It's absolutely a spiritual war. Yeah, because without the spiritual part of it, it wouldn't even be necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Um, it's very easy. Well, I don't know how easy it was for them. I mean, I imagine that it might have took a lot of work, a lot of years, a lot of decades, over time, and a lot of coming together, and you know, what I mean, some shit that we don't do and never have done, to actually build this type of system. But they somehow did it. You know what I'm saying? And that kind of lets you know too that they probably are under the authority of some higher beings, whether these beings are negative or positive. You know what I mean? The alien conspiracy just makes more sense,
Yeah.
as opposed to this all these older white dudes getting together, organizing like that, making it happen like that. You know what I mean? Like on some intelligent, like I mean, yeah, I don't know, son. I just think it's a higher energy that's controlling them. And a lot of people say it, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people say it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
A
A lot
lot of people said though.
You know what I'm
A lot of
saying?
people
So
said though.
I believe in that. You know what I mean? I believe that that's absolutely under control of some higher beings who are very intelligent and who knows exactly how we operate, because they have been there before, seen it before, been through probably multiple systems or multiple worlds or multiple dimensions or whatever the fuck. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, I definitely believe it's a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because without the spiritual part, there is no physical part. Without the spiritual 4D, 5D world, there is no 3D world. You know what I
Right, right,
mean?
right.
Yeah, you gotta have the spirit in the body to have movement in the body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
They say they say you're not the body, of course. You
Yeah,
are the awareness that's paying that understands that the body is there.
yeah, absolutely. So
Mhm.
yeah, in a sense, every damn thing is spiritual, basically.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right. Last question. What is the biggest spell people are under right now that you think? The spell of fear, the spell of comfort, the spell of distraction, or the spell of authority? Fear, comfort, distraction, or authority? What do you think rules people's lives the most?
I would say comfort and distraction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Those all of them probably play a part,
yeah. All
but
of them. Yeah,
the two that stuck out for me would be comfort and distraction because of course, my day to day, my 9 to 5, I see the repeat offenders. You know what I
mm,
mean? The folks that know that we're here, that know that help is there. So they're
yeah,
comfortable with that. They're not going
yeah.
to move out of that. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It may be for whatever reason, they're not going to move out of that because they're comfortable.
Yeah,
They're super
yeah,
fucking comfortable
yeah.
and distracted because a lot of these folks don't see that um, is a game being played and they are the main characters.
Right,
You know what I mean?
right.
They're distracted so much by extra SNAP benefits this month
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the fact that my rent can go down to being nothing if I'm not working, or
Mhm.
I don't have to pay my bill this month. I can get extensions up to six
Right,
grand on my
right.
BG&E, and I can go party. You know, I mean, they're distracted by those things. They're not realizing that there's a bigger picture
Yeah,
outside of that shit. You know
right.
what I mean? So that's
Keeping
why
them.
I see those two more.
Yeah, yeah. If I had to pick, yeah, it's definitely all of them. But yeah, I would
Hmm.
say fear and distraction because fear keeps you comfortable. Because
Hmm.
if you scared of shit, then you ain't about to change nothing. You're gonna keep
Hell
doing
no.
what you're doing. Yeah, so it pretty much goes back to comfort. Fear keeps you comfortable. And the distractions is absolutely fucking distractions. You know what I'm saying? And people, especially with technology and you know what I mean, scrolling. You know what I'm saying? So we
Oh
distracted
yeah,
like a motherfucker. We can get distracted so easily from
quick.
one
Yeah,
post.
yeah.
Or even myself, I like, you know, we talked about this before. I get on Facebook to do one thing, that's then, you know, I'm scrolling, and then I get off Facebook like, oh shit, I was
I
supposed to fucking
forgot. Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah. So distracted,
Easy.
yeah, the distraction is real.
You
Yeah,
got it
so
down
yeah,
pat.
I would say fear and distraction. Distraction, I would say, is probably the strongest, even more than authority. You don't even
Sure.
have the authority. Just distract these motherfuckers, nigga. They scrolling.
And they
Just
good. Yeah.
have them scrolling. Throw on some ratchet songs. Quick TikTok, 60-second blip, bloop, 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 bloop. Super distracted. Ain't nobody thinking about no real fucking consciousness type shit. I mean, of course we are, but it's like 10% compared to like the 100% of the world that's actually thinking on some consciousness shit. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, y'all motherfuckers is distracting us. Everybody else is like, shit, where my phone at? Where my
Uh,
wine at? I'm about to scroll through Facebook, hop on Netflix and chill. You know what I
sure.
mean? What's the new movie? What's the new show? Ain't nobody thinking about no consciousness, nigga. How we rebelling? How we gonna take over the world? They about to watch the new show
Hell
that's
no.
popping.
That's comfortable.
You know
That's
what I mean?
their
Yeah,
world. They
right.
feel good in their world.
Yeah, yeah, they
Hey,
good. Yeah,
what
yeah.
DMX said, I think it was DMX. I'm gonna chop this up because I only know the ending.
Mm.
Something, and it be right there. I ask them about something, and they be like,
Oh
"Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Right.
yo, you ain't just hit nothing I just said. Yeah, did not
What he
fit
said?
what the hell I just asked."
Where he was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" Yeah, yeah. I listened to that poem at least 100 times. I swear, I should know exactly what he said. I listened to it. He was something like, "Yeah." I asked the nigga, "What's up?" He was like, "Yeah,"
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that. Yeah, hey, real shit though. Yeah, man,
not
motherfuckers
fucking
ain't
paying
paying
attention, not
attention.
listening.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah, real shit, yo. RP to DMS, man. God
That's a
damn it.
dig.
Hey, real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers ain't paying attention, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about the world that we're being controlled by. They don't give a fuck.
Nope.
They just want to make it as comfortable as possible. You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. I drink, I smoke, but they they is like they are like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's the goal. Boom. Off work, and I gotta work next Monday. You know what I mean? The goal was like, let's get back to work. When we
Yeah.
finish work, thank God it's Friday. Now let's turn up. Not let's study and figure out a way to break the system. Let's turn up and then go back to work. Like, come on, yo.
And then talk about how I'm tired of being at work
Right. Yeah,
and I don't want
exactly.
to be here.
Exactly. Let's not put any ripples into the fucking universe about how we can break the system. Let's just fucking turn the fuck up. It's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. What's popping tonight? What's up? Who outside? Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. That's young shit. But it's motherfuckers that's old that's still on that shit.
So I'm
And if they
saying,
ain't on that, they on a hey, my show on tonight. I'm about to binge this series. Hey, y'all seen that? Hey, something on Netflix is fire. Something on Netflix. Come
and
on,
then the
bro.
weekend went by quick.
Right. Bad to
You
work
spent
course.
8 hours watching
Right.
watching the whole show, and that shit
You
can
know
go
what I
by
mean?
quick. But
Hell
I've done
yeah.
it. I've
Hell yeah.
fucking done the
Exactly. Me
whole
too.
season.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look
That
up,
shit.
it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Like,
Yeah.
babe, I know we ain't just watched the whole fuck.
Yeah.
It's light outside now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time to go back to the motherfucking slave,
Yep.
back to the plantation, as Tay called it.
Still tired.
Still tired. I'm gonna catch that show on Friday though. A matter of fact, when I get off, got
Yeah, so we gonna
another
watch
show to
that.
watch. Yeah, I mean, like, come on, man. We definitely in on repeat out this motherfucker.
Man,
You know what I
stuck in the
mean?
loop. Stuck
Yeah,
in the fucking loop.
yeah, yeah. Shit is real, man. Shit is wild. You know what I'm saying? But before we end the show, because yeah, man, I told y'all we gonna stop the 4 hour shows. Ain't no point of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do got a couple videos that I want y'all to check out. It ain't even that many. Probably like two, maybe three. I don't even know the exact number. But Shorty, I've been watching Shorty. I've been growing to really like her videos. I'm still like she going so deep that I'm still trying to catch up. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, she be going in like in this and but it matches though. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's like the shit that she be talking about, and of course the comments, because I'm a type of dude that goes to the comments first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
that's
me too.
yeah. I go to the comments first, but so you know what I'm saying. So, um, when I go to the comments, they pretty much confirm what I've been thinking. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, all of this shit is aligned. You know what I'm saying? Lauren Hill, everything is everything. Everything is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, all of this shit, and what we were just talking about earlier, this shit really is fucking scripted, bro. All of it.
Yeah.
Like, yo, every day, bro. Like, this shit is really fucking scripted, bro. Like, yo, this shit is, it's so scripted that it's just weird, yo. Yo, hey, I'm gonna get to her video, but I think do I have one more? Oh yeah, I got this straight right here before we get to her video.
Yeah.
This actually I should have shared this for the health and wellness segment, but fuck it, we gonna do it now. Just real quick, some morning little rituals that you can do with some drinks first thing in the morning, all right, and telling them what they would actually do for your health. All right, so check this out. It says if you drink this in the morning, all right, lemon water. If you drink lemon water in the morning, you increase vitamin C intake and support hydration for better cellular function. This is in the morning. All of this is in the morning. All right. If you drink ginger water in the morning, you support digestion and may reduce inflammatory markers by 10 to 20%. Green tea. If you drink green tea in the morning, catechins may reduce LDL cholesterol, which is the bad cholesterol, by 5 to 10% and support your metabolism. Apple cider vinegar. If you drink diluted apple cider vinegar before breakfast, it may reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes by 15 to 30%. That's for the diabetics right there. You know what I mean? Beet juice. If you drink beet juice in the morning, it may improve circulation and endurance by 5 to 15% through nitric oxide production. Beet juice. I know most people probably don't like beet juice. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm gonna try the beet juice, yo. I swear I'm gonna try it, and I'm gonna let you know what I think. But I it's just the thought of it. I already know I'm not gonna like it, but I'm gonna try it though. It's really giving circulation, good for the heart.
Yeah.
All right, matcha. I just brought some matcha. Matter of fact, I got hold on. I just brought some matcha. I can't. Yeah, I can show you. Hold on. Yeah, I just brought some matcha. Some shit, I gotta take my damn thing off. Hold on. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just bought some matcha from the Amish market. That was a short I was telling y'all about before. Certified holistic practitioner in that joint, giving out the fire black seed oils and the, you know what I mean, and all of that. Yeah, she up in that joint. But yeah, all right. Back to the where was that? All right. So the matcha. If you drink matcha in the morning, antioxidants and L-theanine support focus and calm energy. All right. Turmeric water. If you drink turmeric water in the morning, curcumin may reduce inflammation markers by 15 to 30%. Chlorophyll water. If you drink chlorophyll water in the morning, antioxidants help support cellular protection. Cinnamon water. If you drink cinnamon water in the morning, it may improve blood sugar control by 10 to 20% in some individuals. And last but not least, if you drink cucumber water in the morning, it supports hydration and provides antioxidants. All right, so these are some morning shots for you. You know what I'm saying? So to speak, to keep you on that healthy kick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, so this is the video I was talking about. This is shorty. I played y'all a video from her probably like a good amount of episodes ago. maybe around episode 10, 11, 12, somewhere like that. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
because
saying?
y'all know we over 20.
Oh, yeah. If
Y'all
you
know we
moving
over
forward
20.
out this
Right?
motherfucker,
Yes, indeed.
getting it done for sure. You know what I mean? But yeah, so this is her again. I think she went over the blood and the Crips, basically tying to the red and the blue star Katrina, why everything is red and blue, cops, cars, red and blue, blood and Crips, red and blue. Yeah, you know what I mean? But so she on some more stuff. This is a recent video that she put up. And let's check it out. Shit is deep though. I mean, if you really focus on it, it goes wild, crazy because it's all over the fucking place. But if you can really focus on the whole video, it just ties everything to everything. You know what I'm saying? And just lets you know, or confirms how fucking weird this world really is. You know what I'm saying? Let's check it out. It's a 3-minute long video, so let's go.
They're just gonna casually sit homium over Einsteinium and spell out the word hose under element 112. These people just can't stop, won't stop. It's time to bad boy. The 112th element is copernicium, created by mixing lead and zinc, the Roman and Santa Claus elements. The element with the atomic mass of 112 is cadmium, or a CD. You do know 112 means 911, right? It's giving help. Pimp down. Lem 30. Lem 30 comes from the Black Christmas movie Friday After Next, which becomes the acronym FAN. A freaky ass. Interesting that 11 plus 30 equals 41, the number for Satan, an anagram of Santa. Santa Claus deriving from St. Nicholas, the saint of prostitution. Copernicium was discovered by a guy named Nicholas. St. Nick and walk the blade equals 41. Ho, ho, ho. Ho is the symbol for homium, the 67th element. The alchemology of Count Williams, 67. And culture rose in black media in the 60s and 70s. The memoir of Iceberg Slim was published in 67. Jay-Z referred to himself as Iceberg Slim, the one with the blueprint CD that dropped on 9/11. Here's his album Watch the Throne. A throne is a John. In Creole, Jean means yellow. Bees, the sun, yellow. Children caution signs, yellow. Jay-Z named his son Sir, and bees are from the Apis family. Sir and Apis. Serapis. Y'all do celebrate his birthday on Christmas, a Roman holiday stemming from an ancient deity party called Saturnalia. This nigga birthday. Also, the Jesus element is number 39, the cursed number of prostitution. Church. A John is also a hoe's client, and hoes sell ass. Arsenic and sulfur spell out ass, and they equal the number 49. The release date of ass? 49. The 49th element is indium, derived from indigo or blue, and an ivy is an ornamental Christmas plant. Ornaments is slang for testicles. Let's find the nutcrackers. The Friday franchise was produced by Cube Vision. If we spell out whores, we get the number 216, a number known as the perfect cube. And they call that squares. The perfect cube equals 241. Jupiter, Zeus the Nazi, and the atomic mass for americium, America. When pimpin' and pandarin equals 3, 2, 2.
Skull and bones.
A pimp is also called a P, and that equals 8. Here's a group of people that call themselves the Eights, and they worship Saturn, the planet with the cube on it. Saturn rules time. When Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth, equals 304. Both the King of the Hill and the Family Guy pimp episodes utilize the numbers 1, 5, and 3, the atomic mass for europium. And look, europium sits right on top of americium. Pimps up, hoes down. They just gonna...
That's crazy.
All conspiracies contain a nugget of truth.
Yes, they do.
There aren't that many.
I heard one time them saying that Cube was Jewish.
Hey, yo. I never heard that, but from the stuff that I've like recently picked up, it's definitely given like even the people who you think is down for the cause, they are part of the fucking system.
Yeah. Somebody was saying his last name. If you look at the origin of his last name, you were seeing through that.
Hey man, Shorty said it. God damn it. I don't know her name, but she always played the whole. I think I said this before too, but she said it. It's a big tight knit family. Hollywood is all related, bro. All of them. All of them, nigga, like from Ice Cube to Tupac to nigga, all of them are related, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's Shorty. She always played a hoe or some shit, but she played in Wayne and Brothers too. Can't remember her name. But you know if you see her, but yeah. She played in Wayne and Brothers. She played in Sprung with Tisha Campbell. She played,
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, she said it. She was like, Hollywood is a tight knit family. She said that shit. Hey, and everybody that you think is part of the system. I mean, everybody that you think is part of the revolution or the evolution, really, they down with that. They all down together. They here to push the system. You know what I mean? That could be why they cover their mouth and shit when they blow up. Now they gotta take pictures like this and covering one eye because they can't fucking tell the truth.
They can't.
You know what I mean? And Coolio said, "Man, I want to tell the truth so bad, but I can't put my people in danger like that." Yo, it's some real shit going on behind the scenes.
They say pay attention to the symbols, man. It's a symbolic world. Pay attention to the symbols. You understand a lot of things.
Symbol is the earth in a cube.
In a fucking cube.
He the one that broke out from NWA. Yeah. He the one that got all the movie deals.
Yep.
Come on. Come on. So like, he the one that blew up.
Yeah,
I the one that rebelled is the one that blew up, nigga. It's all trickery, yo. Trick fucking noses, yo.
Gotcha. Put that nigga right there.
All right, yo. Man, they're all the fucking culprits, bro. All your heroes, all your idols, nigga, they down with the fucking system, bro. They down with the trick gnosis. They are fucking lying to you. They are deceiving.
Question it all, everything.
Question everything, goddamn it. All of that. Every person, every fucking enlightened spiritual master teacher, all of them motherfuckers, yo, all of them. Cause yo, this shit is wild, bro. Shit is wild. You know what I mean? So
no other way to say
it. Yeah, that's fucking all, bro. It don't even. It's really nothing else to say. You know what I'm saying? It's if and they ain't on your side struggling like you struggling, and even watched you back then. But you know what I mean? Oh, yeah. But you should know for sure if they ain't struggling like you struggling, and they them. They one of them. Or you one of them.
About you.
Adjustment, bro. Or you one of them. All right. Look back, they gone. Oh shit, he was one of them. I thought you was on motherfucking. I thought you was here to help. Nah, they one of them, bro. You know what I mean?
They come to extract information.
Black, white, it don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter. That skin melanin shit, that nigga, what? He crazy?
Nah.
You know how many melanin demons out this motherfucker that will rob your motherfucking ass, nigga, so quick? I don't give a fuck about you being black. Like you black, like they black. You know, yeah, nah. We supposed to be brothers. Nah, nigga.
Right.
Yeah, right. Better than me than motherfucking cop. Fuck all that shit. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, they don't give a fuck, bro. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? And they can look just like you. You know what I mean? So yeah. That's what they clone Tyrone was about. You know what I mean? Allegedly, the man who's controlling the white man is the black man.
Black man.
It's really the black motherfuckers in charge that's controlling us and making fucking us live in poverty. They are black just like us. They control the white man.
Fucking experiments, man. Because and that shows you spiritually who has the power, who's wired.
Yeah, who's wired to have the power.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, but it's been fucking taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Same way you might help a nigga on the hood, and he'll take advantage of you because you was fucking looking out for him. He think that you're too nice now, so he gonna take advantage. Same thing. That's supposed to be your man, or not your man, but it's supposed to be somebody that look like you, and you trying to help him out. He gonna snake you because you're trying to help him out because you got that good heart. And you think he gonna be like, oh no, he black, so let me not snake him. Nope, he gonna fucking snake the fuck out your ass.
Oh yeah, first chance he get.
Yeah, ain't no difference.
Use that kindness.
Yeah.
for their benefit.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Real shit. You know what I mean? So yeah. The trichnosis is real, man. Just stay focused out here. You know what I'm saying? Let me show y'all this joint real quick before we go. Boom. Yeah, I mean, the age of deception, the shit is real. And it's not even just with your government, it's with the people that look like you, it's with people in your family. Man, that shit is everywhere.
Yeah.
So,
Know you, know who you are, know what you want for yourself, what you want out of life. Know that this shit is going on. Question everything and make a lane for yourself and follow that shit. Create a system for yourself because that's what I'm doing. The LEF lifestyle is a real fucking thing that I'm following.
Indeed.
And hey, I want to say one thing, just because I brought that shit up and it's on my mind. I am gonna post about it. I started off with to my LEF lifestyle. Create your own system, live by that shit. I started off with just doing the 5 or 6 push-ups. One time type of shit. I'm at 50. I did 55 push-ups in one sitting. You know what I mean? One type joint. And that, you know what I mean? That shit is everything. So create your own goddamn system, live by it. It's gonna make you feel great. Block out as much shit as you can block out. Because the deception is real. Like bro said, even from the people around you, the shit is truly real. And even to the point of they may not rob you physically, like gun to your head or anything like that, but they may drain you of your energy. That way you're not able to utilize your powers the way that you would. You would spend 5 hours reading, but because this person is here to distract that, you're only now spending an hour reading. You're being taken away or pulled away from your shit so they can rob you of that. So create your own system. Yeah, irritation, right. Hell yeah. Be angry. You taking on a bunch of drama that you ain't asked to take on or any type shit like that. So create your system and create your system, or if you want to say create your boundaries. Do that and get your information. Watch a little bit news here and there so you can kind of pay attention. But if you know you're not the type that you can release that shit, don't watch it. Create your own system. Know what works for your life. Know how to do shit. Knowledge feeds your brain. We were just talking about the spring water earlier. Just know how to do shit. If you're gonna X out of the matrix, just know how to do shit. And live that way. You know what I mean? Don't believe everything that you see or hear. You know what I mean? From anybody. You know what I mean? You know your people. I'm not gonna say from anybody. You know your people. You know your tribe. You know what I mean? You know that is there's no way you can ask. You can answer how you know, but you just know.
Yeah.
But anybody outside of that, question shit.
Yeah.
Question shit.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. With that being said, we gonna end this day. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all for tapping in with us as usual. Check us on the Wednesday, Music Wednesdays coming up this Wednesday. And then of course regularly scheduled Sunday, join next Sunday. All right.
Sir.
Peace to the gods, peace to the queens, peace to the seeds. You know what I'm saying? Maybe come together to create a better world, a better reality. But most importantly, of course, you got to create that for yourself first. You know what I'm saying? So
it's up to you.
Yeah, it's up to you. Take what you can, do what you can. But yeah, don't listen. Yeah. Create your own fucking world, yo. As bro was just saying, bro. Yo, fuck the rules, bro. Just create your own world, and you'd be surprised how shit works out. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, peace to the gods. You know what I mean? We appreciate y'all. All right, love, bro. See y'all next time.